see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lord? What up, Lord? You can call me him. I'm Shaq Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. They're trying to ball like big folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lord? What up, Lord? You can call me him. I'm Shaq Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. They're trying to ball like big folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co.
Hello, 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 hello.
I think you should be good now.
Can you hear me now? There we are. There we are. Good morning. Welcome in here on New Year's. We've got it figured out. We've got Wyatt thrown in the deep end this morning as Lloyd is getting his New Year started off right. Both me and Lloyd have apparently contracted some sort of sickness. Last night I got home from basketball practice and felt absolutely awful, and I still do right now. But I knew I was sitting there, I was talking to my younger brother Max, and I was like, this is literally the worst time to not feel good. We've built up everything that's happening today for, a week and a half, 2 weeks, about this 24-hour stream and watching the games and getting into the transfer portal, all of those things. I've lined up guests and all these things, and then yesterday I just started feeling like crap. And then Lloyd says he's waking up this morning feeling about the same. So he has not made his way in yet. He will. Shout out to Wyatt for stepping up and stepping in to run this bad boy this morning. But it is Wyatt, me, and Christian has made his way back into the studio after a long Christmas break, a long Christmas vacation from work.
Yeah, and I'll be gone again next week because Mom wants me home.
When does school start back?
After next week. It's like you got next week, another week without school, and then after that weekend. So I guess that's like the 9th or something.
Yeah, it's kind of early this
that
year.
math?
I think it's like January 13th or something.
Maybe it's a little longer. Yeah. So
well, fair enough. We'll get you back when we get you back. You're not staying for the 24-hour stream today, which is pretty.
No, but I had to make it in
soft of
today.
you. I know. I appreciate.
No, because I've always wanted to do the 24-hour stream, and then the
I
one
know.
time I do, they're like, "Hey, you want to go to the Sugar Bowl?" And this would be my second Sugar Bowl ever. First one was when I was 2.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, I kind of have to go to that." And this is my family, so I'll be dipping out of here after the show.
We might get you to video call in.
Meta glasses
from the stands. Yeah. When you're out there, are you gonna wear something LSU?
Oh yeah, what?
Good. I'm
Yeah.
just making sure. Just making sure.
Hold on, I got the. I'm going in a wolf's what's the saying? It's a sheep in wolf's clothing. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's like
You're
from the
definitely-
Bible or something. I got a
It's
light
a wolf
blue.
in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, I got a light blue Peter
your
Millar
shirt.
LSU shirt. So you
That's
see it and you're like,
gonna
"Oh, Miss fan, fuck no."
So
But-
that should be pretty. Yeah, we'll definitely get you to call in at some point.
Okay.
Get some content from there.
Dome's got good Wi-Fi, so
Yeah,
we
it
can make
does.
that happen.
It does. But we appreciate everybody getting in this morning, starting your 2026 with us. Happy New Year to all of you. We appreciate all the support throughout 2025, like I said yesterday, and very, very excited for how 2026 will get started off. And hopefully Lloyd is alive and does make his way in this morning. But it does suck. It's not canceled. But yesterday I was thinking about it. I was sitting there and I took my temperature this morning. I actually brought the thermometer so I can take it throughout, keep you guys updated. Maybe if I hit 101, we can do some sort of challenge. But I checked this morning. It was 99.7. I was like, all right, I'm not at triple digits. We're good to go. Push through. So we appreciate everybody getting in here this morning, as there is some exciting news in Baton Rouge that started yesterday. As we were live a little bit late yesterday, we stayed on until about 10:30, and the announcement that Harlem Barry would be returning to LSU in 2026 hit the news wire. And I don't think we fully gave it the credit it deserved, right? We fully gave it the importance that it really represents. I mean, when you sit and you look at what it means for LSU to get Harlem Barry back in 2026, it is as big of an addition or holding on to somebody. It's as big of a move, an announcement as anything you could have. Right? I mean, it's just as big as anybody you would bring in out of the portal. That's how important Harlem Barry is, right? And the way he's going to mesh in this offense with Lane Kiffin. That's the part that, to me, when I sat and I thought about it, because me and Lloyd and the rest of the guys have had this conversation a good bit. And that is, with Frank Wilson leaving, what does that mean for Harlem Barry, Caden Durham, in the running back room? And I have operated under the mindset that Harlem Barry – there he is. Good morning, Lloyd. Happy New Year.
Fuck 2026. Here,
Christian,
take
these.
this before I lose my fucking mind. That thing is a curse. I feel awful.
Yeah, I
did
you
the
look
same
great.
thing. Thanks.
Good morning.
The 3:30 text hit me at 4:30.
Yeah,
Good for us.
good for us. That's what I was just
For a
telling him.
24-hour stream, this is gonna be great. You're gonna get sick, and you're gonna get sick. I've been sweating nonstop.
Yeah, I was doing.
I put this on and took it off.
I was sitting there last night, and I was like, "This is the worst time
Same
for this
ever.
to happen."
Of course. I felt like shit,
I know.
and I still feel worse now somehow. Worse than shit.
No, I'm right there with you. But we do have a $20 super chat from
Hell
Drew
yeah.
Boudreaux 3673. 3673.
6'7".
As he says, Happy New Year's, boys. 26 is the year of the Tigers. It sure is. You should be very excited for what 2026 has in store for LSU football, baseball, every sport there is. It's the
20
year of the
claps
Tigers.
ready.
Shout out to Drew Boudreaux 3673. We appreciate you for the $20 super chat. As we still plan on being here
Keep up and
live
fuck it.
for 25 hours, 26 hours, whatever it is. We've got the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch, the Oculus. Nobody brought a pillow or a blanket, so we're just gonna have to just live. But
We
today
have an hour to get everything together after the show.
we do. Even though we do have somebody coming in at 10 a.m., special guest. As Tiger Tuba Kent will be making his way in studio at 10 a.m. this morning. And we also have Joe Schwartz joining us at 9 to preview LSU versus Kentucky
We
women's
really did
basketball
plan
tonight.
this out. Unfortunate.
No, that's what I was saying before you got here. I was like, it's the worst time because I planned out this whole day. We're going to be live for 24 hours. We're going to have guests, games,
We don't
events,
have
people,
to.
all of these things. No, Mac drove in from Georgia. Mac is here. He drove from Georgia yesterday to be here for this today.
I mean, now we have to.
I know. That was the one thing that really stopped me last night, because I was like, we can move this and do this another day.
No, it makes sense to do it today.
Of course. But I was like, no, Mac is literally on his way here.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, okay. I can't believe. I feel like you got me sick.
I feel like you got me sick.
Probably.
What's wrong with both of you? Symptoms?
The same thing.
The same thing.
Like,
It's flu-like symptoms.
woke up covered in sweat.
I'm still sweating.
I didn't
right
do
now.
anything last night.
Me neither.
I watched the football game, but like not ill.
Were you cold? Like fever cold?
Both. It's like
yeah,
the
no,
thing.
I got the chills last night too.
Uh,
I don't feel well, but I've got some Tylenol over there if you want some, Lloyd.
No, it's probably bad for my liver.
That's where he draws.
Yeah, now that's bad for his liver. Not everything else he does to his
To
liver.
tequila.
We do have Cajun Curveball, $5 super chat. Shout
Oh.
out Cajun Curveball. 5 claps. Ready. I heard y'all gave Sabrion Caller of the Year over me after my rant. My
he was
rant of
close second.
90% Fs. I won't stand for this. Me and Sabe calling today. Answer. Cajun, it was a close battle, truly. I think what really put Sabe over the top was maybe a little bit of recency bias. The last time we talked to Sabe on the phone, he was ordering Church's chicken live on the
At
phone.
8 a.m.
At 8 a.m.
They're not open.
And said, and I know y'all got some extra biscuits back there, just throw them in the bag, which is the best play I've ever heard in my life.
But if they had no extra biscuits when it's just open.
It's 8 a.m. They're not
But
extra
I know
yet.
Young gonna cook all. Young
ain't
gonna
gonna
sell
sell
all
all
those.
Nah, not at all.
Put them in the bag.
But Cajun, you and Sabe, y'all, and everyone that's called in has been awesome. But like what I was saying before Lloyd walked in, Harlem Barry's decision to return is massive for LSU, as that came across the newswire yesterday. And like I said, when we brought it up yesterday morning, I don't know if we gave it the full credit that it deserved, because it is a massive, massive, massive announcement that Harlem Barry is going to return and be a part of this Lane Kiffin offense. That's the part, not just the talent he has and who he is as a player, but then you think about what he's going to be partnered up with. And that is this Lane Kiffin offense and the Charlie Weiss offense and these pieces that they're going to bring in around them, whether it's Kejuan Lacey or Trinidad Chambliss or Sam Levitt or whoever the quarterback is, whoever the receivers end up being, that's going to start tonight at midnight. They bring in all those pieces, they run this offense. Harlem Barry is the epitome of a weapon. You can split him out wide, you can have him in the backfield, he can line up as a slot receiver. He is that gifted athletically and that skilled. And he's going to have another offseason to develop his body. You saw the way he did that last offseason, putting on, I think, 15 to 20 pounds. You know, he has had some trouble with fumbles throughout this past season. That's something else that obviously we'll be working on. But it's a massive announcement for LSU, and it really kicks off what should be a very, very exciting 2-week stretch. For that to hit yesterday and it roll into what's going to start tonight, it's going to be awesome and huge for LSU. And then that following that yesterday, there was another announcement that you really saw the roller coaster that is 2026 college football, right? Where a player that you expected to be a starter, he started in the bowl game, he played well for you this season in spot opportunities, but you looked at Deshawn Spears for next season and you said, it's your starting safety, right? For a kid from Denham Springs, he was a blue chip 4-star, and you looked at next season for Deshawn Spears as a breakout type year. He was integral to your cornerstone pieces. And then the announcement comes out yesterday that he's entering his name into the portal. And I think it took everybody aback a little bit, because that was one of the names. I remember we pulled up the graphic that Caldwell and WBRZ had put out of cornerstone pieces. Deshawn Spears is one of the top names on that list. You know, when you lose a guy like A.J. Halsey and you're losing a Mansour Delane, you're bringing, but you were confident because you're bringing back a DJ Pickett and a P.J. Woodland, and then a Deshawn Spears, and potentially a Tamarcus Cooley. And so it's about a 4-hour gap there between when he plans to enter and then when he says he's opted to stay at LSU. And there's been a lot of conversation about what really happened. I think most people, when they saw it, it smelled like negotiation, right? That you see a player that you expect that has the playing time, has the roster spot, expects to be a big part of the team, and they enter, and you're like, man, I think it's a money thing. That's everyone's first thought the second something like that happens, right?
Absolutely. Does it make you feel any differently about the player? Because
No.
I feel like that's what a lot of this. I mean, when Sage Ryan did it,
I just
did not people think like Deshawn Spears is different because he's good?
Mm-hmm.
fair enough.
He is.
But I just think that there's such a. I don't want to say disparity, but there's a disparity between the two. You have so much potential with Deshawn Spears, but to see it happen in real time, like this is the first one that's like you actively negotiated in the portal,
Right.
that you cared about.
And you got it done.
Like
in 4
Harlem Barry
hours.
didn't even get into the portal.
Right,
It
right.
got done before that.
Right.
This was, I'm getting in the portal 4 hours later, I got a deal.
Yeah.
That's part of it,
No, and it is.
but it's just kind of, I could see how some people would think,
of course.
like going into, this is strictly from the fan perspective. Like, knowing how the LSU fan base is, they're going to look at Deshawn Spears differently now.
Right, and I think, and
Is that not fair to say?
No, I think it is, and I think a genuine piece of context, because this is something else that I had heard,
Oh, Christ, they look awful.
is these young kids, these players do get bad advice. They are not the only people in these rooms making these decisions. There are agents, there are family members, there are friends, there are managers, there are all these people that are involved in these processes where there could be a conversation. I thought you didn't want any Tylenol. You changed your mind? That's the same thing. Acetaminophen, acetaminophen. But on the Deshawn Spears front, they're nice.
Thank you.
You have these players that get advice from all over the place, right? This person can reach out and say, I don't think they're taking good care of you. I don't think they're giving you the respect you deserve and all of these things. You never know who all is in the ear of these young men. Or if there are not that many voices in the room and it's genuinely an 18, 19, 20-year-old making these decisions for themselves. And if you're an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old and you're sitting there and you're like, there might be an opportunity for me to get a pay raise.
Where was he going to go? I mean, he could go anywhere, but,
Right.
like, because this is purely speculation, but it was get in the portal, and then what? Like, he was, honest to God, why would he leave LSU? He's going to be a starting safety for
Right.
LSU with Lane Kiffin as your head coach and Blake Baker as your defensive coordinator. Like, what are you doing?
No, I think that it didn't make that much sense, which is why everyone's mind went to money. Because
Which
that's
is
really,
fine,
when you
but
look
you
at
could,
it,
they could have been easier said than done.
Which is why I think that there is potential for there being other voices in the room. This isn't anything, but that's what it looked like to me. You've seen these situations before where it's Nico Amaliviala, whatever, his dad is like, no, my boy deserves $8 million from Tennessee. He needs more than the $4 million he's getting right now. And so he's going in the portal to try to strong arm Tennessee, and guess what? He ends up at UCLA for, 2.5? Right? So you lose $1.5 million, $1.5 million from trying to strong arm. There are people that give bad advice, and it's a very dangerous game with the way it all works. But this is the sport. This is the way the offseason operates. People are going to listen to offers and field offers, and maybe even do what happened yesterday and sprinkle their name out to see what's out there.
Would you think that he did get an offer obviously from somewhere else where it was fielded?
Potentially.
And it was like, you have to match this. But my thing is,
This is all speculation.
of course,
I'm just making sure. I just wanted to.
yeah, but I would imagine that you don't get into the portal to get into the portal. It's somebody has given you
There are always reasons.
allegedly an offer that maybe that this is what they're offering at a different school that I could take, and so now I'm officially going to maybe put my name into the transfer portal that isn't open yet. So the only reason you would do that is if Deshawn Spears is a good player.
Yes, very
so
good.
So he
Extremely
got
talented.
some.
I think there were probably voices from elsewhere, whether it was somebody had reached out to an agent or a manager or a family member, or that there were things that were like, hey, this might be the best decision for how to handle this. This might be the best way to make this happen.
And let's just look at this in like a blanket statement, right? You could be the starting safety at LSU next year, full stop.
Right. And we'll pay you for it.
Yeah, the LSU is not going to cry poor.
No.
So,
and I think that's why.
just
I mean,
interesting.
they got the deal done. It was the problem was solved in 4 hours. Because that shows you just really how simple it was. This didn't need to be what it was. We got this thing figured out in 4 hours. And props to the LSU staff, the defensive staff, whoever all was involved in that process. You got that thing done in 4 hours.
And this could also be like, it's from at transfer portal. It could just be like, oh, whispers.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
think
like,
that's an on-3.
I know, but I'm saying like I've heard that he might get in. Like you can, but nobody would take any flack for putting that out there. Like, oh, I heard Deshawn Spears might get in the portal. Put it out there. It's done in 4 hours.
Right.
So I wouldn't think that. Maybe that we're taking this a little too quickly.
Yeah.
In terms of putting the news out, like, oh, I do have, sources, but it was like, well, we weren't really going to get in the portal. We thought about getting in the portal.
Maybe, but the biggest part about all of it is he's coming back for next year. You got
Absolutely.
the announcement yesterday that you will retain Harlem Barry and Deshawn Spears. Those are two of the names that we had on that Cornerstone list.
Yep.
The retention list, two of the names you can now check the box next to them. And you'll look ahead.
Big retention win.
That's what it is. And you'll look ahead, and
Practicing retention.
There are going to be more.
Love to see LSU practicing retention. Do you think it could also have been like what Lloyd said? You're the LSU safety starting next year, and then he gets underpaid. Like, do you think that could have gone into it? Like, hold on, I need my money too.
I think that would have been
Because they could have
handled without it being I'm going to the portal or thinking about the portal, right? Like,
Yeah.
Well, can we just have a conversation?
Yeah.
That's where I think that this was like, oh, I heard who might get in the portal.
It could have also been like, I heard so-and-so's getting X amount of dollars next year. I could hit the portal right now.
I just don't think that was. This is very. I think this was a jump the gun situation.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if these things continue. This is the sport, right? These things are going to happen.
But Deshawn Spears is. Unless LSU was going to go get another safety,
right? But I think there are going to continue to be leverage moves. You're going to see this every offseason. It's not. This isn't going to be the
Kyla
last time
Jackson?
you see something that looks like this. This offseason.
Caleb Jackson at safety.
That's on drugs. Kylan Jackson at running back.
Colin Hurley at running back.
There you go.
No.
And the transfer portal opens tonight at midnight, January 2nd. When the clock strikes midnight, you'll start to find out who LSU will gain. Because I do think genuinely the way this, I think when it hits midnight, names are gonna start. I forgot about that. 11. We're on Central Time.
Oh, we get you shave an hour off.
Names are going to start squirting out.
Oh, why'd you say it like that?
Names are gonna start
Squirting out.
Commitments are gonna start
Pop
happening.
it out.
As soon as the clock strikes 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's just how it's going to work. That's why you enter early. That's why LSU has 16 guys in the portal right now. So they can begin to field offers and have conversations. And
Ohio
make
State's no
decisions.
good.
And we'll talk about that because that looked
like
a
a
rough game
Ryan
last
Day
night.
issue.
Julian said.
Just look at him. You could tell.
That's what I.
Yeah. I don't know what you said.
He's got some eyes to him.
He looks like me, which is not what you want.
Yeah, sure. But no, happy to see LSU get the way the Harlem Barry situation was handled versus the Deshawn Spears.
Right.
Is that not two things that you get both ends of the spectrum?
Literally.
Of what the portal is.
You saw the way these things happen. Where with Harlem Barry, you made the effort. You did everything you could to make sure that didn't happen. that he didn't enter the portal and start fielding offers and having conversations and these things. And then with Deshawn Spears, just kind of
Different.
happened the way it happened. Like it just, he enters, 4 hours later, he's staying at LSU. They hopped on the phone, they figured it out. And they're both big wins for LSU, and it's huge when you look forward to 2026 because, like we said, those are two of the pieces that we listed out on Monday of players you want to hold on to going into next season. And they're going to continue to be more that you think about. You're going to think about TaMarcus Cooley, see what happens there, right? He transferred in, I think it was a redshirt sophomore, transferred in from NC State. He can go to the draft. He could hit the portal, and he could stay. That's another name you're going to be looking at. I think that Trey'Dez Green, there have been a lot of conversations potentially about kind of how the smoke around him, and if there are people, he's going to be one of the most infatuating prospects out there, going through a coaching change and a staff change and all these things. And you've seen how these things can be handled on two different, like Lloyd said, where it can be the Spears situation where you enter, the conversations happen, then the problem's solved, or the Harlem Barry situation where you have the conversations to avoid even getting in that spot. Trey'Dez Green is going to be an interesting one to watch as well. He's another one of those cornerstone offensive pieces that you want to hold on to. Might be the most important one with what he could be in Lane Kiffin's offense and what he looked like just the other night watching that game against Houston, where you saw just how special of an athlete he is, where he's turning the corner on a DB at 6'7", and then he's catching a jump ball with one hand in the back of the end zone.
See, I don't think it ever gets to a point with Trey'Dez of that. But you saw, I think Spears is maybe one of.
But you would have said the same thing about him, right? About Spears?
No, I think that's kind of, it was a surprising move. Like
No, I'm saying you would have been just as you felt similarly about Trey'Dez Green right now that you did about Deshawn Spears before this happened, right? Confident in their return and confident in them sticking around. But then it happens.
Yeah, but I don't think that Trey'Dez is going to ever even sniff it.
I'm just saying, but that's what I'm saying. It could be handled either the Spears way or the Barry way.
Yeah.
Where you don't ever sniff it and the conversations are being had, or these things open up. I think that's the name to pay attention to. He's got the Nike deal with LSU right now, which was my first maybe hint at why would he leave when he's got the Nike NIL deal through LSU football? But conversations are going to be had. People are going to look at this star-studded tight end on a roster that's turning over because a coaching staff is changing and saying,
well, the coaching staff is changing in a good way for him.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, none of these aren't guys that they aren't his coaches.
Recruited by.
Right.
But let's play this hypothetical, right? Trey'Dez Green, Harlem Barry, Deshawn Spears. What's the number for Trey'Dez Green as a free agent, essentially? If there's a school, you do have to do the Bryce Underwood thing, where it's like if somebody, I'm sure he got a call, and I'm sure Deshawn Spears got a call, where it's like 15 million.
Probably second most behind your quarterback on the whole roster.
And Trey'Dez Green is a unicorn.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, he's a test case for somebody would call and say 15. And it's like, fuck. We were not expecting that to have to compete with that.
I don't know what the number would be, but I mean.
But what would you? No, I'm saying, but what would you pay for? I'm looking at it like an NFL model. 1 year, $15 million is nothing.
No, I mean you pay him like you would pay a number one wide receiver.
Right.
I mean, this is a potential number one overall pick. This is potential top 5.
I mean, look, if you're
if
you're looking at it and you're going, okay, Levitt's asking for what, $4 million at quarterback, which is always going to be the most expensive player. Lacey's what, $2 million?
1.8.
1.8.
Right, but I mean, if you're gonna one up,
right,
Ole Miss, it would be
sure.
$2 million, right? And I think it would probably be similar to that when it comes to what the NIL money would look like. And I think that they're going to view this similarly to the way they viewed the Harlem Barry deal, right? Where it's, no, this is a guy that we need to get back. We're going to prioritize, and we're going to make sure he's on the 2026 roster because he's that important.
But
You know?
but do you get what I'm saying? Where it's like, if it gets to that point of where, if you're a team that feels like they're a player away, and it's like, well, okay, we can do, like, we've already built it kind of through NIL. We already have a bit of a foundation. We have our quarterback paid. We have all of that. And it's like, what's Trey Green's number? And it turns into an NFL free agency thing where it becomes, because in my mind, same thing with like Deshawn Spears and same thing with Harlem Barry, where it's where else would you really want to be?
Right.
In terms of what you want to do in college athletics. But if it becomes $8 million for a year or $10 million for 1 year to go to Ohio State, Michigan, USC, whatever it is, like, brother, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't think the numbers will get that high.
I think it's going to. Why wouldn't it?
Not this offseason.
No, but I'm saying it's getting there.
No, I mean the numbers are rising. You know what I mean?
But that's what we're doing here because nobody's stopping it. And so if you do have a player that's 6'7" and has 33 catches, 7 of which are touchdowns, like you're being underutilized.
If you're going to get this through the clearinghouse, right, that you have, they're not going to clear $8 million on one player. Lloyd, $8 million is twice what the highest paid quarterback's going to make.
They can't stop it.
They can.
They can't.
You wouldn't have thought
it's illegal.
How is it illegal?
You get paid your worth.
Well, they've changed the way.
No, it doesn't matter. That will not stand in court.
They're not going to spend $8 million on one player.
They just did it for Bryce Underwood.
That's not $8 million 1 year for one player.
But
that was $12 million over 4.
Yeah, that was the first test case. I'm telling you, college football is going to turn into the NFL.
Right, but I'm saying that there's not going to be conversations
until they make
it
like a legitimate thing.
Yeah, but this offseason, you're not going to have a conversation where your tight end's going to get offered $8 million.
I'm saying just get prepared.
Well, no, I mean, they're going to be offered money. But my advice to whoever's talking to Trey, if you're Trey Green, you're sitting in this situation, LSU's going to take care of you financially, and what this could do going into your money season, right? You're going into your junior year, and you just had a 7-touchdown year with however many catches he had. 33 catches, right? And Lane Kiffin and this offense are coming to town. There really shouldn't be a conversation.
No, if it's not Lane Kiffin, it's not a conversation.
Right.
If it's Brian Kelly back again,
of course.
he's gone.
I thought
you could have given
the attrition.
I would pay to leave.
Right, the attrition the roster would have seen had that been the case would have been massive. Would have been massive from a coaching staff standpoint, because you would have. I mean, you likely would have fired.
From a fan
offensive
standpoint,
staffers.
I would leave.
Well, right, I mean, like it would have been a problem, and that's why it's beautiful that that's not the 2026 we're living in. Our 2026 is
it's Trey Green,
Lane
Harlem
Kiffin,
Barry,
LSU,
and
right.
Deshawn Spears.
So we'll see kind of how it shakes out, but there are obviously names you're going to continue to watch on LSU's roster. And I think around the country, you're going to continue to see situations where players enter and then they return. And they sprinkle their name out. Let's field some offers. Let's hear what everybody's got to say. And then, okay, I'm back. Right? I think you could see some of these one or two of these offensive linemen could end up back at LSU because they go out there and they're like, well, maybe my worth isn't what I thought it was. And the offer that LSU has given me does make sense.
Didn't CJ Daniels do this last year and then end up leaving? Like he entered, decided to stay,
buddy.
then left?
He never entered. It was Brian Kelly went up there and said CJ Daniels is going to be back.
He went up.
And then 3 days later he enters.
BK, let's not say his full name, please.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That coach, former LSU head coach, went up there with no information about CJ Daniels and said, "Oh, he's coming back," without talking to him. And then he goes, "Hey, you're coming back to LSU, right?" It's like, absolutely not. Like,
and I tell you
I'm going to
what,
field all of the. This is a legitimate story. Like, and then he comes back and he's like, "No, I'm going to field offers to the port." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Direct quote.
Good, you dumb. That
Well,
allegedly.
congratulations to C.J. Daniels. You
He
made
played
the
the
absolute right
best-
decision.
Yeah.
Best choice you could have made in your life.
I'm happy for you.
Not
But
returning to play
the
for this LSU
unmitigated
offense.
gall of somebody to go up there with no information about somebody you're going to speak their name on. And
Yeah,
not,
good question. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
got
coming
you.
back.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't even asked about it. He just did it on his own. Thank God it's over.
That's the beautiful part about 2026. Nothing but happiness and smiles around LSU football.
But you have to be such a pompous prick to go up there and be like, I'm going to talk about this guy with no information at all.
Shout out to C.J. Daniels.
It's J.C. Daniels. Oh, CJ. I got you. I got you.
I got
for
you.
making the best decision for himself.
Allegedly.
What
Because
number's
it's-
Trade as Green again?
Instead of being
7.
part of this LSU roster, he's on that Miami roster that just took down Ohio State last night and is headed to the quarterfinals to play the winner of tonight's game, the Sugar Bowl game between Ole Miss and Georgia. And I tell you what,
I've been sniping some lines on FanDuel.
Miami was rocking from the jump. Full control. They were in full control of that game start to finish. 24-14 is a whole lot closer than it actually was.
Ryan D didn't have his nipples in.
No piercings?
No piercings.
That was
why
the
they
most.
lost.
That was the most satisfying pick six I've ever seen.
That was. That's almost like a. It was so impressive. It looked like they stole the sign.
Yeah,
Because I mean, he jumped the hell out of that route.
That was
Just
either-
sprint straight through, pick, crib.
that was
Quit
some
the
Madden
game.
shit.
bro, like I was
If I throw that pick, I'm quitting.
dude. I mean,
Restart the console.
Jeremiah,
Return the hub.
Jeremiah Smith doesn't get hands on the blocker, turns around and is sprinting right behind him.
Jeremiah Smith was impressive last night, though.
I mean, he's.
You can see when they panic, they're like, we got to get him the football, and it's every play.
God, I want
mean,
him in the black
and-
and gold.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the mindset, like my mindset with Trey Dez, where it's like, sometimes it's that simple. Just throw it to that one. Until they stop it, throw it to 4, throw it to 14, throw it to Miami, throw it to 7.
It does feel like, with Trey Dez and Jeremiah Smith, where it's almost, we can't do it too much because it feels like we're cheating. And you can do it as much as you want.
No, stop it.
Yeah, until he gets tired.
I'm going to run this pick and roll until,
Exactly, that's what-
until
yeah.
you don't stop the lob. Like,
Kobe scored 81 points.
I mean, until-
I'm going to keep shooting.
until it's not there, I'm going to continue to do it.
I mean, I really don't know how you stop Trey Dez or like Jeremiah,
Or Jeremiah
Smith. And it shouldn't have to be like a gotta have it down. We don't need to get to a 3rd and 12
No.
where it's
Force feed him the football.
yeah, he should have 20 catches.
It's that simple.
I'm
Especially
only
with
throwing it to him.
a redshirt freshman quarterback saying this?
Yeah, he
Like,
does. He
especially
does
with him.
spin it.
Oh, he can. But I mean, I
Ugly as sin.
I looked at it
Carson
this-
Beck's ugly as shit too.
I have
You do
two
not look-
ugly ass quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Carson Beck is ugly. He's close to being pretty, which is the funny
But I tell you
thing.
what, and you know, the funny thing is, what do we say? Miami's got a shot if you
He's
don't
not.
get a
No,
Carson,
Bella.
Dude, let's
No
talk.
way.
Let's talk about the Cavender
Maybe now.
twins.
a Carson Beck stinker, and guess what? You didn't get.
What did he
didn't-
put
you
up?
Didn't get a stinker. Not anything impressive.
The Cavender twins are down horrendously right now.
that's
They
not
are. They've fallen off. They
Yeah.
need to go back
Carson-
to the WWE.
Carson Beck last night, 19 for 26, 138 and a tud. That's 5.3
See, that's what I bet
yards
against.
average.
That's JJ
Right.
McCarthy.
I mean, and that's literally. But Fletcher Jr. rushing the ball, 19 carries, 90 yards.
That's not that good either.
Sharmar Brown, I mean, it's 4.7 a pop. Brown had 5 carries, 26.
That was- game
C.J.
was-
Daniels, 5 catches, 49 yards.
Ohio State was never very good. And they kept getting talked about. Like, everybody across the country.
I mean, they're Ohio State.
What does that mean? Like,
It's just sometimes like
I was trying to talk myself into LSU could beat them
the
last
logo.
night.
The logo speaks. Like
That logo doesn't hit for me.
Ohio State's.
really, how?
I thought they were frauds all year. Like, I did bet on them, but I also thought Miami were frauds because of what numbers did you just say?
Yeah, 19 for 26.
He threw for 100 yards. And we're getting mad at Garrett Nussmeier for being on the other side of it. Like, Carson Beck did nothing.
Yeah.
That's not
Right.
a national championship quarterback, right?
No.
And they didn't even run the ball like as well as you would like to. Defense on
I mean,
fire.
You got
You gotta
won by-
turn
you won
over.
by 10 points.
And-
you scored a defensive touchdown.
This is why it gets upsetting to think about the LSU.
It was right there. It was all right there.
This was the year.
It was all right there.
This is another year where you can say if we had one side of the football, you win a national championship. Like, it's like
You
was
could
right
have
there.
two
It
in
was
add it to
4
the
years.
collection of what 4 now we've had 3,
It was right there for
2.
you to go make the
11,
For sure.
make the
11, 23 this year 3.
And the sad thing is, I'm glad.
Add it to the
because
collection.
Brian Kelly could have had 2 national
I would say
championships.
you could throw 2013 in there too.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying just in the BK era. Like, he should have won.
No, I mean you've had. I mean 2020.
Only
and
his
I'll always
incompetence
say
stopped him.
2023 was your national championship season, where you come in, you do the portal for the first year, you retain the quarterback 2 years in the system. You keep
He takes
receivers,
this
you keep
massive
key
leap.
players. They make the jump. It's the second. It's all of the things, but you missed on. It shows you. I mean,
You didn't want
missed
to pay.
on portal guys on defense.
We didn't want to do it.
You know. Well, no, you did. I mean, you went out and got portal guys. They just didn't. I mean, Deuce Chestnut, Denver Harris.
Deuce
You
Chestnut.
know, the Andre Sam wasn't bad, but
That's not a.
Omar Spates.
right.
How did he not work out?
That's the problem. He's
Yeah.
the test case of why.
I mean, that's you mismanaged that roster, and then once again this year, you blew it.
Blew it.
Absolutely blew it. Landon Baroni asks, who's coming back other than Harlem Barry? Deshawn Spears announces that he's going in the portal and then returns 4 hours later. And then there's going to be other names that you continue to see. The announcement of a return. That's college football now. It's not just assumed that these guys are staying.
Is Picarella coming back?
It has to be announced that these guys are returning.
Piccolo?
Piccolo.
Like, when
do you
you look
expect
at-
to see another name like that? I don't think the Spears thing was a one-off.
No, I think there will be. I think there will be more names that surprise you.
Like Durham, I expect to.
Durham, I expect.
Trey Dez would be shocking.
Trey Dez, I think, is the interesting one because I would be surprised because it's just, to me, it's simple. Lane Kiffin's offense, your junior season, we're going to pay you, you're a Nike athlete. Go down the list of the reasons. It's right. I mean,
Same thing
it's
with
a lane,
Pickett. Y'all
right?
both have
Of
the
course.
same thing going on.
Except Pickett's got his position coach. Trey Dez has never had the same tight end coach at LSU. Went from Slade Nagel his freshman year to Alex Atkins this year, and now you've got another new staff. There's just been turnover and changes, and
But this is a good one.
of course. But I mean, it still does. I mean, you gotta re-meet a coach and get coached by.
Well, if you leave, you also have to re-meet a coach.
Well, right, unless it's somebody you already had a relationship with.
I mean, what, you hire Zachary's head coach?
David Brewer didn't bring him in.
I would. Good coach.
He is a good coach.
And if I get Trey Dez Green on top of it, that would be awesome.
So I don't know what other names. I think TaMarcus Cooley will be one to watch because I think he's popped around a little bit. He was somewhere before NC State, wasn't he? I think he might have. Let's see,
He was a redshirt sophomore this year, right?
a redshirt sophomore. Let me see his. And so it'll be interesting, you know. I'm trying to think of other names that might pop. I mean, you're going to sit and wait on Whit Weeks. I think I'm pretty confident he returns, but if he goes to
PJ
the
Woodland
draft,
stays.
I think that yeah. I mean, it's
I'm just
Corey
trying to
Rand
think
guy.
of people that are absolutely legitimate starters that are coming back. He's staying.
I mean, defensively, you assume that's why Spears was so surprising. You're holding on to that whole staff. I mean, I think Don McKinley's one to watch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because I genuinely, I mean, his brother's at Ohio State, E-Rob's back at A&M, and he's about to get another defensive tackle coach.
I wouldn't blame him.
You know, which would be his third in 3 years.
And he never felt like it was like.
And so it's just been a revolving door at that spot, and there's a guy that you have a relationship with, right? A&M, and so I don't know, but that's the one to me. That's the number one on the list to watch. Where
Yeah.
it sits right now, I would go Dom, Trey Dez with a pretty sizable gap between 1 and 2.
Why are you on this Trey Dez thing?
I just think
Do you
it's
know
gonna
something I don't?
No, I just think it's going to be interesting to watch. Anytime you have a revolving door of coaches and a season that goes like this and you play that well, you're due for a re-up. A new staff is coming in. That gives you, that also opens the door. And I just think that you can no longer sit and say, I'm like that people are good as sticking around. Like, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, no, they're staying. Especially on the offensive side.
You're
of
not
the ball
wrong,
right now.
but I mean, Trey Des is whatever the dollar is.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, he went from Cooley was Maryland, then NC State, then LSU.
Oh, played for that guy, BJ Durkin.
So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch. Also interesting to watch tonight, LSU women's basketball versus Kentucky as they open up SEC play, almost a top 10 match. I think Kentucky's 11, LSU at 5. In the PMAC tonight, it'll be rocking. We will have...
Throw that in the parlay.
Yeah, there you go. Assistant coach Joe Schwartz in studio is going to make his way in studio. We'll try not to get him sick this morning because his computer wasn't working. So he's going to make his way over to the studio. We'll have him join us in a little over, right about 5 minutes. He'll be in here to preview the game tonight. And he also agreed to join us post-game as we'll, hopefully still be live.
We're good.
I know. I think.
Yeah.
To recap,
we can go to urgent care. My mother just texted me.
She texted me too.
I just got insurance.
I know. She texted me too.
So I mean, first day hits like crack.
Lloyd's
First
mom.
doctor visit in 10 years.
Yeah.
It would be like
Yeah.
now it's kind of a point of pride. Like I'm just gonna have to tough it out.
Oh, I can't go to the doctor.
If it's the
can't
flu,
break
it's
my
the
streak.
flu. You just get better.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that the doctor
I mean,
can
they
do.
give you
until you
things to
don't.
make you feel better.
Unless you have an
I can do that
underlying
myself.
illness.
Fair enough.
A hot tequila.
You're not obese. You should be good.
Thank you. And I am. I feel awful.
You look great.
My skin's hot.
You look great.
I don't.
You're kind of red in the face.
Yeah, I know because I'm hot as shit.
I've got a fan in the car I brought for today.
That means your fever's breaking.
That's see.
I've got a
Look,
thermometer
always
in
on
the
the
bag,
other
too.
side of it. They just look at it
Yep.
positively.
You gotta push through. We appreciate everybody joining us this morning. We're gonna
Soak
take
the sheets.
a quick break here on this New Year's Day edition. Happy New Year to all of you. We'll be right back with assistant coach Joe Schwartz to preview LSU Kentucky tonight.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Ryan Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing. It's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, good morning and welcome back here on this New Year's
24 hours.
edition, 2026, getting kicked off right, and that's with LSU women's basketball starting SEC play in the PMAC tonight. And we have Coach Joe Schwartz joining us here this morning. Coach, good morning. Thank you for making your way in.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Is it 2026 or 2027? Yeah.
I thought we were leaving that in 2025.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No. It's y'all's fault.
Yeah, we changed the game.
But somebody's got to embrace it.
Right, we did it.
The team has.
Yes.
1,000%. Well,
Don't act
like
like
I
you weren't
said,
excited.
There's not a
I saw you.
There's not a better way to start it than tonight in the PMAC, right? I mean, this is what everybody's been waiting for. It's SEC play getting started, and it doesn't get any better than that.
No doubt. This is what we've been waiting for. It's what the fans have been waiting for. People want to talk about our non-conference schedule. People want to say we haven't played anybody. Top 11 matchup tonight in the PMAC. Not a whole lot going on in Baton Rouge tonight. I know there's a Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, but for LSU fans, it's a good opportunity to see some great basketball. I don't know why the game's not televised. That really doesn't make a lot of sense. I get it. There's a lot of football going on, but
we can't do like SEC Network.
Good basketball on throughout the whole conference, and for that not to be showcased on national television is disappointing, but it's on SEC Network Plus, so you can stream it, I guess. And I guess people, that counts as television now. People all stream, but I think we need to have a really good crowd tonight.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to. People, I don't want to come to this game. I don't want to come to this game. Y'all aren't playing anyway. Y'all are going to beat them by 100. Well, that's not the case anymore. We're about to go through an absolute gauntlet in the SEC, and it's not just these first 5 games.
Right.
It's the entire conference slate. So I'm excited for it. I know our girls are excited for it. It's a great way, we break our year up into preseason, non-conference, SEC tournament, and then postseason. So pat ourselves on the back, 14-0. We did what we were supposed to do in non-conference. And we don't want to forget about what we've done to get us to where we are now, but if we're satisfied with what we did in the first 2 months of the season, then we're not going to get to where we want to go. So I think with it being the first day of a new year, it really helps us as a coaching staff and as a team say, all right, new year, new chapter. We're rolling into 2026 with the same goals, but we can't be satisfied with what we've done. We've got to continue to work, continue to get better, and no better way to start it off than with the top 11 matchup tonight.
Well, it's going to be exciting. I have no doubt that it will be packed in the PMAC. But what's the energy been like with the team? You know, going from non-conference kind of this stretch where you have holidays going on, you wrap up non-conference, and you get ready for the gauntlet that we just talked about. What's the energy and the vibe been like over the last couple of weeks?
I think the vibe's been really good. The level of focus going into the break was honestly shocking.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to think that way, but it's human nature when you've got a bunch of 18 to 22-year-olds knowing that they get to go home, see family, see friends, be away from the coaches and the team for a couple days. So it's easy for them to lose focus leading up to that. And then coming back, it's easy to kind of be stuck in that kind of mode, so to speak. You go home, you're with family, you eat a lot over the holidays, home-cooked meals, you're on a different schedule, you get out of your routine. But going into the break, we were extremely focused, and we were like, guys, y'all can leave as soon as the game's over, but we've got to do our work against UT Arlington, and I think we did a really good job there. One of our better games in the non-conference schedule, and then we came back. Most of our kids came back either the night of the 25th or the morning of the 26th, and we practiced on the 27th and had a really good practice, which I don't want to say it was shocking to me because this team has a little bit different feel, and I think the level of maturity is a little bit better this early in the season than what we've had in years past. But we had a really good practice on the 27th, and that just goes to show that our kids did stuff over the break. They had 5 or 6 days off, and I guess they went home and they worked out. because you can't lose a step, especially with conference play coming up. And then, obviously, our game against Alabama State, we had a pretty good feeling that we would win that game, but we didn't want it to look sloppy. We started off a little sloppy, missed some layups early, but I think start to finish, it was a pretty solid game. Got to see some exciting defensive plays from Bella Hines, some kids that hadn't played much. But, God, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We've had a couple really good days of practice leading up to Kentucky. And you can kind of sense it. Starts with Flagey and Michaela, but especially Flagey, knowing that this is her last go-around in SEC play, you've seen a little bit different energy from her. And it's not just the level of focus, it's holding her teammates accountable. And if you take stuff personally, if you take stuff personally, this time of year, you can't be around.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to be able to take constructive criticism from your coaches, from your teammates, and it's not easy. If you don't know a play and a teammate calls you, one of your teammates calls you out, like,
you're supposed to be a leader.
You gotta know the play, and it may not come across as nice in that moment, but it's not supposed to be as nice. You need to learn the play, and it's all out of love and wanting us to be successful. Accountability, exactly. And I think Flagey is doing a really, really good job of that because she knows what the SEC gauntlet is. She's lived it for the past 3 years, and now it's her turn to really grab it by the horns and lead us throughout this 16-game stretch. Throughout this 16-game stretch that it's not going to be easy. I think 8 to 10 of these teams are going to be ranked. So, yeah, it's exciting, though. The vibes are great. We'll have shoot-around today and then get after it tonight.
Yeah, no, and kind of to your point when you talked about, some of the freshmen as well as the players with the SEC experience, from a coaching standpoint, when you have a team that consists of, some transfers that have come from other conferences, you have, like Malaysia, Michaela, and Flagey who have played SEC schedules and postseason runs, but then you have this group of freshmen that are kind of getting introduced to all of it. What is it like from a coaching standpoint for y'all? Is it a way to deliver the message differently, or is it all the same message regardless of experience or age or development?
I think it's finding the right mix. I think, and you could see it with Coach yesterday. You want to talk about vibes. She came into the film room after the Alabama State game, and you could tell, like, all right, it's go time.
Right.
We've done what we needed to do in non-conference. But I think for her, and one of the things she's really big on is individual growth. And so she got up in front of the team and handed out note cards, and we do a little exercise every year around this time. And individual goal, academic goals, personal goals, team goals. And it's not, and she tells us, she's like, everyone can write down, I want to win a national championship. Great. We all want to win a national championship. Right. But what do you want to do as an individual? If you're averaging 4 rebounds a game, maybe I want to average 6 a game. If you're shooting 38% from 3, maybe bump it up to 42%. So it's realistic goals for yourself. And she says it like this, if you're not capable of making a 4.0, don't write on there, I want to make all A's. Be realistic with yourself, but at the same time, think a little bit and push yourself, because if the goals are too easy, then you're not pushing yourself. So we did that exercise, and then she got up in front of the team and was like, guys, this is big girl basketball time. And whether you're a freshman, which we've got 5, or a senior like Flagey who's been here for 4 years, or Michaela or Jada, it's time to go. Yeah. And if you can't take coaching, this isn't where you need to be.
Well, if you're a senior on this LSU basketball team and you know who your coach is, if you haven't understood how the coaching's going to be at this point, how did the message not get through? Like Flagey, I feel like you've seen the maturation process. I always felt like she was a leader from kind of almost, and I know you don't have to speak on this, but almost like battling between Angel Reese and Flagey of who was the actual face of the team, because she's such a superstar, and Angel Reese was clearly one of the superstars in college basketball. Mm-hmm. But if you're in your year 4 with Kim Mulkey as your head coach and you haven't understood the coaching message yet, you're probably not going to be on the team.
Right. And I think that's
Fair.
That's exactly right, and it is fair. Like when we recruit kids, they know what they're getting.
Kim
with
doesn't
coach.
lie about who she is.
Exactly. It's pretty. I don't want to say bland, but like what you see is what you get with Kim. There's not much else to her. She's a great coach. She loves her family and she loves basketball. And there's not much else to it.
And Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and MJ. And she will die on that hill that MJ's the greatest to ever play the game.
Oh, do y'all have that conversation?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Where do you stand?
I'm with MJ. Rings. And you can bring Bill Russell and all this. I will say what LeBron has done is more impressive, just being able to do it for as long as he's done it. But where are the championships?
He's got plenty.
Not enough.
And he went 10 times to the finals.
Not
you sure he went 10 rings? I mean, I know KD's
it's hard.
KD's your guy.
KD's the greatest scorer.
Yeah, no, you'll get nothing from me.
If I want
that.
someone to go get a bucket.
Oh, one shot?
Like one shot. Get to your spot and get
it's
a bucket.
Iguodala.
No, it is Kevin Durant. At 7 feet tall or however 6'11", his ability. But anyway, back to the Mulkey conversation. I think these freshmen, and I don't want to say Duke was kind of getting the monkey off our back because there hopefully isn't another game like Duke where you get down like that.
Right.
But we're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen in SEC play. Whether we like it or not, someone's going to start hot against us because we have a target on our back. And I think for our freshmen, Zakiya especially in that game, I think she was kind of a deer in the headlights. I think she knows she was. Obviously, everyone's like, oh, I'm ready to play the game. But when you get out on that court and the crowd's screaming, the fans are going nuts, it doesn't happen to be your home arena, sometimes those butterflies fly around a little bit faster and those nerves get a little bit stronger and you may not be ready for the moment. But I think having that experience and having the depth that we have now really helps with that. So I think learning through that and getting through that for the freshmen is going to be important, but they don't have to do it alone. They've got kids that have been through this gauntlet schedule before. Like you said, Malaysia at South Carolina. They've played everyone in the world.
Right.
I mean, Malaysia's not scared of who we're about to play. I don't think anyone on our team is scared, so to speak. Now, where you can't teach experience.
Right.
And so you're going to have to learn through your mistakes. And the thing about it, this year we've got enough players that if it's not your night, maybe you don't play the whole game.
Right.
And you don't have to play 38 minutes a game. So I'm really excited to see how our freshmen take these next 5 games because we're going to learn a lot about our team in the next 2 weeks. It is what it is. We know who we have on the schedule. But I think another thing that Flage has done a really good job of and a message that she's really sent to her teammates is one game at a time, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Like, we can't look forward. Like, I know we've got Kentucky, Vandy, Georgia, Texas, OU in 5 games. Well, we can't worry about beating Texas in 2 weeks. We got to take care of business of Kentucky tonight because every game is equally important.
Whenever you obviously you've coached for a long time, but whenever you look at it and you see, I think, championship potential in this team, do you ever kind of just go through the ringer of yourself of like, what does this team remind me of? And it doesn't have to be like an LSU women's basketball team, but kind of NBA or something that you can relate to her college basketball where you see certain similarities and characteristics of this team that you feel like can win a championship.
Yeah, I think you try and think about all the pieces that you have and whether that's our 2023 team, whether that's NBA teams that have won it. Obviously, you've got to have good guard play, especially at the point guard position. You think back to our 2023 team with Alexis Morris. God, she led our team. Yeah, dog, absolute dog. And I think we've got that with Lay and Jada.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the fact that we've got 2 of them right now and the way that Malaysia's been passing the ball recently, getting more comfortable in the system, got to get better defensively, and she knows that. But she's so quick that when she does get beat off the dribble, she is able to recover and go block a shot. Now, when she gambles at half court going for a steal, that breaks down a lot of stuff. So we're trying to get Malaysia a little bit, because we don't want to take what she does away from her. She's a very good on-ball defender when she gets steals and she's active on the ball. But when she gets beat, then you've got to help and recover and X out. And when they start moving the ball, and against bad teams,
It puts you in it compromises you.
yes, exactly. And we want to play team defense. One thing Coach says every day is we need 5 LSU players guarding the ball. And when one person breaks that down, it's hard for you to play 5-on-4 or 5-on-3 for the rest of the possession. So you see you've got 2 good point guards. You've got to have people that can score the ball. We can do that at a very, very high level. We've shown that the past 14 games. We're averaging, I think, 109 points a game, 108 points a game, something like that. And then you got to have post play. And I think the year we won it all with Angel and LaDeja and Samaya, like, we had good post play. You look, we've got a 4 to 5 man rotation at the post right now. And Coach has said that in press conferences. She said to the team yesterday, she goes, y'all are all averaging around 20 minutes a game. So I'm not saying you can go get a double-double every night in 20 minutes. That's not easy to do. But if y'all can get 8 rebounds, 8 points, or, Kate, if you happen to play 26 minutes, give us 15 and 10. Like, when you are in the game, maximize your minutes. And I think you look at teams that have won championships, the role players really, really step in. And you look at someone like Bella Hines. Reminds me a lot of Jasmine Carson from our national championship team. Incredible shooter. I mean, that kid scored 50 in multiple games in high school. Like, she can score the ball. What she also does well, and as we've seen, she guards people. And she's willing to put her body on the line, take charges. We always, in the film room, when we go over the previous game, I show some highlights. If someone takes a charge, I show that. And I normally don't play it with sound. Now, I didn't even ask Coach's permission for this, but I knew she would like it. The last clip on the video that I showed to the team was the play. Bella Hines, ball gets thrown. She saves it behind her back, out of bounds, gets back in the play. Jada shoots a 3, misses it. Bella comes in, grabs the offensive rebound, gets fouled. And the crowd goes nuts. So all I did is press play on the remote and turn the volume on, unmuted it. And I was like, guys, you don't have to score 30 a game for the crowd to go crazy. You don't have to make a spectacular between the legs, behind the back dribble move. Like, just play hard. Yeah. And you're going to become a crowd favorite. And I think Bella the other night is one of the crowd's favorite because it's so exciting to see a player hit a shot. Everyone loves when Michaela scores. Everyone loves when Flage scores. But to see someone do it on the defensive end and then hustle and get back in the play on the offensive end, like, that was a sight to see. And the crowd went nuts. The announcers were going crazy. And then you even saw Kim on the sideline clapping. So it's like you can impact the game in so many ways. And when you look at a national champion or a championship type team, you've got to have pieces that are willing to do their job and do it extremely well. Yeah. We're not asking Kate Koval to go make 6 threes a game. That's not her game. We're not asking Lay to go guard post players. Right. So it's like, if you embrace your role and you commit to the team, you're going to be in a good position. That. Yeah.
Like, if you do know, like, you have so many good players that if you do role-specific things, like when the Warriors are running at an elite clip, where it's like, we have Kevin Durant, we have Steph Curry, we have, like, Sean Livingston go 6 for 7. Oops. But you had people that could come off the bench, and it's like, oh my God, it felt like they were inevitable. Yeah. Like, it was going to come at some point because you had so many good players and a great coach. Yeah. But to your point about, like, the care, you saw that a lot with, like, I think that's where the LSU football thing kind of fell off, because you could see how much Kim Mulkey cares. You can see how much, if you give effort, the LSU fan base will reward you. That's all LSU fans ask for, is for you to give a shit. Yeah. And so when you do, you will get rewarded, and that's all you really have to preach. Yeah. And on your point, like, to play the sound of the crowd. Right. Yeah. And it's like, oh, this matters.
Yeah. And I think to that point, the crowd the other day, let's talk about the Alabama State game. I mean, December 28th, the game was at 3 o'clock, I think. Like, no one honestly probably wanted to see LSU play Alabama. Like, you looked at that game on the calendar. Bob Starkey's been coaching at LSU for, it seems like 50 years, 40 years, whatever it's been. Sorry, Bob, if that
Dog
offends you.
years.
Yes. He said that's the best crowd post-Christmas before conference play that he's ever seen. And it just goes to show, like you said, when there's care, when there's a good product on the court, people will show up. If you build it, they will come.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of my favorite quotes from a movie, like
Field of Dreams.
Well, yeah, I know the movie, but like one of my favorite movie quotes of all time. Like, what we have been able to build in the past 5 years is special. We never thought it would happen this fast.
Look at where it started.
Yeah.
Like, nothing.
Yeah.
We barely had any season tickets sold. We had 6 balcony bingos in the student section that wouldn't stand up. The band had to, like, we've had to move the band out of the student section because our student section's full every game. We've had to move them up. And I think also having Boosie at the game the other day, like, didn't have that on my bingo card. With Kramer and I talk about it all the time, like, Boosie and Kim Mulkey, the relationship we never thought would happen.
She said boozy.
Boozy. But God, that was so cool for him, and I know he's got a lot of people who have mixed feelings about him, and you know, people make mistakes, people have their past, but the impact he's made on this state. Think about how many people listen to his music. We play Set It Off on at least, I don't want to say, it's probably daily, on a daily basis in practice. At least one Boozy song. God, now you have me saying like him. At least one of his songs during practice. It's always on in the locker room. And to see the Louisiana kids on our team and their faces when he walked into the arena, like Jada Richard is like, man, I don't want to go say hi to him because if I try and dap him up and he leaves me hanging, I'm going to look stupid. And I'm like, bro, just go dap him up. Like, And then Kim obviously was, I mean, she's the best at it.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Kim was doing her radio show or her press conference right after the game at the scores table. And I went up to Boozy and I was like, hey, coach wants to meet you. He's like, oh, no, I'm good. Like, that's Kim Mulkey. She's a legend. Like, and he was terrified of like, he's like,
I mean, I'm scared of her.
And I was like, bro, walk up to her and shake her hand. And so coach, obviously, in the most Kim Mulkey fashion, he's like, oh, I like this velvet you've got on. Like,
of course.
So, and then I like, they were talking, I was standing there, and then I headed to the locker room, and sure enough, here comes Kim and Boosie, like, and then we set it off in the locker room, and he's up on the ottoman dancing, and yeah, it was the sight to see.
Flash 8 times Boosie.
Hey,
there's moments like that
yeah,
you know, that take it that shows the next level of a team.
Yeah.
It's not just what happens on the court.
Yeah.
And at practice, it's the locker room rapping and going to get dead. All of those things that show the bond of the team.
I mean, our whole team was at Ichiban 2 nights ago. Like, I got a call from, it was like 9 o'clock, and they were like, yeah, y'all's whole team's at Ichiban together.
Not even scheduled?
Not scheduled. No, they do this stuff on their own.
Yeah.
Like, I think they all went to Izzy's house last night and watched the Stranger Things finale together.
Yeah.
Like,
that's awesome.
This team is very, very close.
Yeah.
And it's all fun and easy to be close when you're 14-0.
Yeah.
So I think that's another thing that we're really excited about. When a little bit of adversity hits, and we know it's going to hit.
We can talk this team you play tonight a year ago. Right, you went down 18 points in the second quarter.
Yep.
Stop doing that.
I don't like doing it. It's not planned. It's not in the game plan. Like, hey, let's spot an 18-point lead.
Spot a 20.
Like, but no, yeah. This a year ago we were down, and that was on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't always rely on an 18-point comeback.
Yeah.
So we've got a test tonight with Kentucky. They're a very good team. They're well coached. Now, the thing I will say about Kentucky and their coaching staff, we're familiar with them.
Yeah, I was about to say. Played them a bunch.
Yeah, Kim especially, even dating back to when Coach Brooks was at James Madison. Kim played James Madison when she was at Baylor. And then he was at Virginia Tech. We played him a couple times there. And
Final Four, Elite Eight?
Final Four.
Four,
And then we played him in the ACC, SEC Challenge. And very, very similar style of play to those past teams. He's got good post play. I think Kentucky leads the nation in block shots. They're going to block our shots.
Right.
We know that. When you've got that type of size, they're going to block shots. I think they blocked 7 of our shots last year when we played them. So what? We lead the nation in free throws. Free throw makes and free throws attempted.
Can't block those.
Shot fake.
Exactly. Get them off their feet. Get into them, and we've got to be more physical than them. Kentucky hasn't been out rebounded this year.
Wow.
So they're I think 13-1, and
very rarely have Kim Mulkey coached LSU teams not won on the glass.
You're right. You're exactly right. But that's the thing when we get into conference play.
Right.
When it's all said and done this year, after these 16 games, I can just assure you of this, and Coach may not like me saying this, but our rebound margin is going to determine how many games we win.
Yeah.
We can score the ball. We know that. But we've got to limit really good teams, and there's a lot of really good teams in this conference, to one shot when they're on offense, and we've got to create extra scoring opportunities when we're on offense if we don't make shots. We've got to get on the offensive glass. And in years past, we've had Angel, we've had Anissa, we've had players that could legitimately go get 20 rebounds a game.
Right.
I don't see that on our team this year because – and maybe that's because they're all playing equal minutes right now, but I don't know if people remember how many rebounds Flagey had in that Kentucky game last year. She had 13.
Yeah.
So Kim challenged Flagey. How many are you going to average in conference play when it actually matters? And not that non-conference doesn't matter, but if we want to cut through all the BS, Flagey, what are you going to do to impact the game besides scoring? We know you're going to score. Great. We need you to do more than that.
Right.
It's your time now. If you're averaging 4 rebounds a game, let's bump that to 7. Michaela, get you a couple extra rebounds a game. Malaysia, we shouldn't look up halfway through the third quarter and you have no rebounds. You're a point guard, I get that. So you're not going to be on the best. But you got to get in there and get a rebound.
Right.
Because we are so good in transition that it doesn't matter who gets the rebound. If Malaysia gets it, pass ahead to Flagey or Michaela, or vice versa. If Jada is on the wing, or even if Jada's at point guard with Malaysia, you go get a rebound, get it up to Jada, and let's get it up the floor. When we pass the ball ahead in transition offense, it's very, very hard to stop us.
Well, Fulwale does a great job of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to ask you about. How much do you try to, if at all, it's very fun to do it out of conference whenever you know the competition is where you can kind of play a little bit freer.
Yeah.
Do you try to change her style at all of what she does? Because I think that's what makes her special. And we've seen this with, we talked about with LSU football. You don't want to take away Garrett Nussmeier's ability to throw the ball down the field. There's going to be some times where he makes mistakes, but what makes him great is the ability to fit it into the pocket.
Yeah.
With Fulwale, it feels like you don't want to take away what makes her special, but you also feel like at some point, maybe.
I think there's a fine line because you don't want to tell a kid not to do what she's really good at doing, but at the same time, you've got to value the ball. You've got to value every possession. Because I don't want to ever coach in a way where it's like,
take the fun out of it.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, we've got to be disciplined. Turnovers really matter. And you do a lot of crazy stuff with the basketball, but we can't have you turning the ball over 5 times.
Right.
So stay within yourself and play your game. Your game is flashy. Your game is athletic. You're extremely quick. So continue to do what you do, but there may be times where you got to tone it down a little bit. And there's that, like I said, it's a fine line. But if we do as a team what we're good at, that allows Lay to continue to do what she's good at.
When it's clicking.
Oh, yeah, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sight to see.
Yeah.
And I think Lay is getting more comfortable in the offense. She's getting more comfortable playing with Flagey and Michaela. She's had 14 games to do it now. And the thing I like about Lay is she's been through this gauntlet of a schedule. So she knows what's coming.
Right.
So I don't want to say she's been thinking I can get through non-conference and be flashy and then flip the switch when we get to conference play. But I think she knows hey, I can get away with some of this stuff against some of these other teams, but when we get to conference play, like, I can lock it in.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of that, you build habits and you don't want to create bad habits, but I think Lay is mature enough now as a junior to really lock in for conference play and she's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm excited for the stretch I'm about to go through, the gauntlet that it is, but starting tonight into PMAC.
It's about to be fun.
About to be very fun. So
Yeah.
best of luck tonight.
Appreciate
And
it.
we'll talk to you again soon.
Playing golf today?
I played yesterday.
What'd you shoot?
I only got 15 holes in.
Well,
It got dark.
this-
But I birdied 2 of my last 3.
so it sounds so not great.
I finished 3 over. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Well, 2 of the last 3, so you were 5 over.
I was 5 over, and then
You wanted to quit, but you didn't.
It got dark. We were playing with Doug Thompson.
Oh,
And-
he's a chatter.
Yeah. But so on the hole, we started on the back 9, and we get to hole 1, and Kramer was the wolf, and
Oh,
Kramer hit a great.
I'm a phone call away.
Sorry, next time I promise. Mikey was out there but didn't play. He just rode around. He's about to be a dad.
That's when you get to ride around, but not now. Play now.
That's what I was saying, but
He's scared. He thinks he doesn't like playing with you because you're good, and he doesn't want to embarrass himself, and he can't do it in front of Doug Thompson because he embarrasses baseball.
right. So on hole 1, Kramer's a wolf, and I think he picked my brother. So it was
Is your
me.
brother a stick too?
Not bad. Not bad. When he plays a lot.
Yeah.
But on hole 1, I hit a great drive. I'm like 60 out, middle of the fairway on 1. And so I guess this was technically hole 10. And just hook a wedge off, like, way left.
Bunker left.
Over the bunker, down in that little
jail.
grass. Jail. Kramer chips up. And Kramer had won, like, the past 4 holes. He was on a roll. And Kramer puts one to, like, 6 feet for birdie. I chip in off the green. Doug goes nuts because Doug was out with like a 7. And Doug was like, I cannot afford a birdie from Kramer. And I was like, I got us, Doug. Chipped in for birdie. Kramer missed his putt. It was like a $32 swing. It was sick.
Wolf is the best game you can play in golf.
It's so fun.
It is.
And then
until you lose.
Ended the year on a high note with it's actually crazy because it popped up on my memories. I played at U Club last year on New Year's Eve and birdied 18. So we skipped hole 4 yesterday. Went to hole 5 for the last hole of the year and hit it to like 5 feet and made birdie. So ended 2024 with a birdie, ended 2025 with a birdie.
There you go.
So and won our conference opener last year. So let's do that again.
Yeah, let's keep the trends moving.
Birdie string alive.
Yeah, there's no courses open on New Year's Day.
I just feel like you can just go and play.
Just walk on.
I didn't realize New Year's Day is like a
holiday.
Like a holiday.
That's the thing.
Yeah, Noah said let's do a 24-hour stream when everybody else is off work.
Yeah.
And then now he has the flu and I have the flu, and then we're still here.
You don't have the flu.
You have the flu?
He does.
Oh God.
No, I don't.
What do you have?
I don't know.
He said he texted me at 3:30 in the morning. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I have.
Because I was awake.
Where's the IV drip bag?
That is very possible.
I'm sure someone could sponsor y'all. There's a drip place on Burbank.
Yeah, we get somebody slide in.
Yeah, we're too old for that now.
Yeah,
I know why you used to go.
I got to figure out if somewhere's open for brunch. My parents are in town. Mom and Dad weren't missing the opener today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Mom. I got to find Mom a place to watch the Alabama game today. Can we talk football for like half a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's gonna win today? I don't know who plays. We got
Ohio State surprised me.
That didn't shock me at all.
No, I don't think they're good, but I don't think Miami's good either.
I don't either. That was a weird. I didn't watch a second of the game. We were at dinner last night, and my dad had it on his phone, and
that's awesome. See,
Martin knows ball. He does.
Martin Schwartz.
Oh yeah. Interesting fact about Martin. Martin played JUCO ball with Vinnie Johnson, the microwave.
Wow.
Vinny was in my parents' wedding.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Still good friends to
the
this
microwave,
day.
baby.
I bet he could still get you 10.
Vinny?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. They used to joke.
5 of 5.
They used to joke that my dad and Vinny used to average 38 a game in college. Vinny 36, my dad. So.
But what's your takes on college ball? What you got? When does it start? Like
11.
Like
I think
the football playoff is at 11.
Tech Oregon.
Yeah.
I think Tech wins today.
Me too.
I think Tech has been disrespected all year. I think Joey McGuire's a hell of a coach. So Joey was at Baylor as a coordinator when Kim was there. So Joey and Kim know each other really well. And Kim's son-in-law, his two brothers, played football at Tech. So the one that passed away two years ago from pancreatic cancer, he played football at Tech. And so Joey has reached out multiple times, and Clay's side of Kim's son-in-law's side of the family has all been out to Lubbock, and they've gone to the games this year, and Kim stayed close with Joey. And Joey's son played football at Baylor, worked with Matt Rule at Nebraska, and is now back as, I think, the running back coach. And so Joey's son Garrett's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I think they've been disrespected this year. And I think Oregon, Oregon.
Whenever it's new,
Yeah.
it's so hard to kind of like convince yourself that it's
Right,
real,
right.
Yeah.
Like Indiana last year, it's like, oh, this is kind of fun. Get to the playoff, like, well, they shouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is in that same mold, but when you see it, you're like, they're real.
good.
And you have $500 billion.
Exactly.
to-
Exactly.
that
People gotta
helps.
remember they spent a lot of money on that
Oh my
roster.
God.
Yeah.
So I think Tech will win today. I think Bama will beat Indiana.
Really?
And I don't think it's going to be close.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be ugly, but I think it could be like a very similar score to like Miami's game. I think.
That was a dog water game.
was.
Yeah, I think it could be like a 24-14 or 24. Like,
Yeah.
I think Bama wins by at least a touchdown. I just don't think Indiana's supposed to be in that game. They've proved everyone wrong this year, but
Yeah.
I do the same thing. I see the logos.
It's Indiana versus Alabama.
Like if that happened in 2014, like 78-10.
yeah. Who's
And then Georgia
Hoo-ah.
on tonight. I've got Georgia.
Georgia's gonna win the whole thing.
That wouldn't shock me.
They're the best team in it feels like in the playoffs.
They do it every year.
Every year, yeah.
But they're just hot. They're just yes,
Well, they're
exactly.
Risers. They're risers.
Yeah.
They
Get better, get
are
better.
one of
Growers,
those
not
programs where they just
showers.
get better and better.
I guess. Yeah, I would think Georgia probably.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss dominated that game when they played
They
the
did.
regular season.
Ole Miss could have won the whole thing if they had just not gotten in their own way. They cut their nose off to spite their face. If Lane Kiffin's
Let
still
Lane
your coach,
finish it.
I think that they could be a legitimate force. But without him, it just doesn't feel the
He'll
same.
still be there.
Oh, he's going, huh?
Yeah.
He's going. He was at Sober Club last night.
What'd he
Saw
get?
that.
I don't know. We saw him walk in.
He's an odd bird.
That's what I've heard, but I haven't met the guy yet. So
Oh, you didn't talk to him?
no, I don't want to bother him. He walked in. We were sitting down, but he parked his new Bentley out front. Sick.
Did
Shout
Matt
out
Bowers?
Matt Bowers.
Hey, if Matt wants to give me a Bentley, I would take one.
Yeah,
That
sure.
makes-
I mean, if they're
that
throwing
makes,
him away, yeah,
that makes 5 of us.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if you're just handing them out, I'll take one.
yeah, I think Ole Miss will keep it competitive. I
He's
do.
going
Oh,
wearing an LSU,
Oh, yeah,
LSU shirt.
blue LSU shirt.
okay.
I think it's like the perfect move.
Yeah, yeah.
What did we say? Wolf in sheep's clothing? There's sheep in wolf's clothing. No, wolf in sheep's
It's a
Does
wolf.
it say Lane Train on it?
No, it's just LSU.
He's getting a tramp
It's a
stamp
Peter
that says
Malone
Lane
on the
Train.
specials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, check this guy out. No, you might get punched in the face if you say something to the wrong person.
No, because I'm gonna be with some Georgia fans and I'll be respectful. The Ole Miss fans, though, they're too soft. They wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I would
Nice.
be worried about the Georgia fans though.
Yeah.
The barking and stuff. They're a rowdy crowd.
That's true. Yeah, I mean they're.
I'm not
They
worried
get
about the Ole
they
Miss
get on
fans.
all fours.
No, they are.
Also, Michael Irvin.
Oh my god.
Cuz.
It's.
There's
Are we
enough-
not concerned?
There's not enough cocaine in the world for
No.
that man.
And he was back in Jerry's world last night. You could tell.
Oh my-
He knew the plug.
I mean
Ray Lewis got some.
Ray Lewis. Yep.
I mean he pulls the belt out of his pants and starts spanking the Gatorade tub.
He was stroking it. Yeah, stroking it for a belt. He was going.
He can do whatever. Like I don't know.
No, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, there's literally not
What
one
are-
thing. He
who's
can catch
gonna
a
say-
pass
who's gonna
and
say
nobody would say
something to him?
anything.
Yeah, nobody.
Playmaker.
He's just,
Are those the Nike snap? Where did you get? How old are those pants?
When my grandparents moved out of their house,
Those
into
are all,
a
like that's
condo-
1998.
Easily. These, my grandpa was getting rid of a bunch of clothes, and my grandpa's 97 now, and I was like, I'm taking these.
yeah,
That's.
of
I
course.
mean, that is a
Like-
move.
The,
Wow.
The
Rip 'em
nylon,
off?
the nylon rip-offs.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Southern Miss's warm-ups the other night against our men's team?
They're sick.
Those were sick.
They were awesome.
The candy cane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted Indiana to wear something like that in the bowl game today.
Yeah.
Don't they do that in basketball? They have the candy
candy
canes.
canes. We tried to order those in high school because we were green and blue, but we couldn't find them anywhere.
Make them.
I coach at my alma mater, and we wore
Alma mater of
they
high
wore
school.
them.
That's a weird way to put it.
I mean, and they wore them last year. They had it's maroon and white candy canes.
Yeah.
Pop them off.
Do you get?
And then
do you have any?
The players were like, we kind of don't want to wear these anymore. I was like, are you kidding me?
Those are sick.
I looked at it, I was like, are you stupid?
No respect for the
I
game.
was like, it's unbelievable. This is awesome.
Yeah.
These maroon and white.
They'll they'll look back and go, that was actually cool.
That up.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, best of luck tonight.
Oh,
What you got?
Lane Kiffin will be at the game tonight.
Yeah, you will.
Our game.
Let's go.
Oh, so not going to the. I might do. Oh,
I mean,
you know this.
oh, here we go. Is this the stupid question from yesterday?
Yeah. How long do you think, if you were Lane Kiffin, obviously going to the basketball game, flight, PJ, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, how long does it take?
Is that not the stupidest thing you've had? Getting on a
How-
plane to go from Baton Rouge.
But if you had the
to
means,
New
would you
Orleans.
not? Would you rather drive an hour or fly for 5 minutes?
Load up the chopper like it's
You-
December
See,
31st.
They're gonna take it. They're gonna take a helicopter.
Yeah,
100% helicopter.
10 minutes.
But I mean, the flight.
How long does the
probably-
helicopter take?
30.
They better not let him on the helicopter.
That's what I said too.
Don't want to play that. No, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Coach in the stands. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Bring some more excitement, some more hype.
Yeah. So
That's
fun.
awesome.
I mean,
Let's do it right, as you've seen, because you can compare two eras essentially from Brian Kelly to Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin
Family.
has learned. It feels like from Brian Kelly's mistake. I haven't even won all my games yet.
Well, it was remember with Tyler Shuck when he first got drafted and he goes to Dragos the first night and it's like
This is what you have to.
This- and
We're
he
very
just came
we're
fresh
sluts for us.
off of Derek Carr going to Chipotle his first meal in New Orleans and it was like,
What are you doing?
and so the script is there, just follow it.
Oh no, we'll fall for it
Here we
every
go.
time.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, well, Zion.
Even if you do it if you do it as blatantly as Tyler Shuck did,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, it still works. Like just do
Yeah, he's
Louisiana
playing.
stuff and we'll fall for
The
you.
only problem is he's 26.
27.
Rose said 36 the other day.
I mean,
What do y'all think's open to eat for brunch? Where I should take my parents? They want Ruby Slipper, but I don't know if it's open.
That's
I mean, Ruby
actually
Slipper's
what
the
I was going
play.
to say.
But I don't
Why not? Did you Google it? Give him a call. Call him right now. Call him on air.
live
Why not?
Ruby Slipper says open.
Give him a call. Table for 4?
It says
Yeah,
open.
my brother's here.
Yeah. And Martin.
Join the wait list or check the current wait time. Press 1 and we'll text you a link.
This is fun.
to the wait list or check the
I should start
current
streaming
wait
my
time.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are
We're
calling
24 hours today,
24
cuz.
hours.
I mean, you'll be back after
People
the
do
game.
that. What's the guy that came?
we will text you a
The
link to our
Speed,
online
right?
Yeah.
I just
This is streams his
If you are
life.
calling about an
Christian,
issue,
go downstairs and see
press
if
3.
Kent's out
If you
there.
need more information
Who's
about
Kent?
our hours,
Tiger
Tuba
Tuba
Kent.
press
Oh,
4
Tiger
and
Tuba.
you'll be with more.
oh, these guys are taking too. I don't want to be on hold.
Went under that camera's the one that's
what?
You ducked under this camera, and that camera it was this.
It was this one.
So we just watched you duck under the camera.
Special boy.
Will they say they're open?
Yeah,
Perfect.
What
There
do
you
you
go,
get?
Ruby Slipper.
Ruby Slipper. What do I get?
Yeah.
It just depends. They have the migas I like a lot.
Migas is good.
Migas is
What
really
is
good.
that?
It's eggs with like tortilla strips in it.
Oh.
It's a Texas thing.
See, that sounds like a good breakfast. I'm not a big breakfast. I mean,
You don't eat food in
I
general.
know, but that sounds like a good breakfast.
Ruby Slipper's a spot.
Noah gets donuts and protein shakes and protein bars.
Protein bar. I can't eat protein bars. They're too sticky. I don't like the.
It's sticky.
It's getting sticky. Sticky situation. Discombobulation.
Glimmer for that said Christian is like a 50 awareness.
That's as low as it can be
just
in Madden.
Ducked under that camera with that camera on.
It doesn't care.
He just laughed at himself.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a good way to handle it. All right, we'll take a quick break here. We'll let Coach get ready for tonight in the PMAC. If you are doing nothing tonight, get to the PMAC. Go watch the Tigers versus Kentucky.
Open up the New
top
Year
11
with a
matchup.
W. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. New Year's resolution.
Abs like Anissa Morrow.
Good Lord. Never
That's what
been. I didn't know that was
said
a
it,
thing.
and then somebody cut the video, and I was like, oh my, it's like chiseled.
It makes sense why she gets 15 rebounds a game. I didn't understand it. Now I do.
Yeah, Anissa Morrow is a freak athlete.
Oh yeah.
My New Year's resolution, I don't know.
You have to have one. It's now.
I think the biggest thing for me is just be present daily.
There you go.
Well, that we know.
Yeah.
Be where your feet are.
Be where your feet are.
At work.
Well, anywhere.
Yeah.
On the golf course.
Yeah.
Lloyd just to go to a doctor one time this year.
I'm starting to get more nervous about it.
You don't go to doctors?
I haven't been in. How old am I? 33, 12. I haven't been in 15 years. And I just ignore it, and it goes away usually.
Yeah, it does.
Until it doesn't.
But he's a hypochondriac.
He goes to the doctor too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just figure I don't go. Like I've never had a cavity because I've never gone to the dentist.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Oh, the whole fam!
All right.
Wow!
All
We'll
right.
take a quick break.
The
We'll get set
Rizzler.
up here. We'll be right back after this.
We build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Gomart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here as we close it out here on this New Year's morning, live from our studios, and we have one of our favorite guests, a very special guest, everyone's favorite. Tiger Tuba Kent has made his way in the studio this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Lloyd.
Absolutely,
Of
sir.
course. Happy New Year's to you.
Happy New Year's to you guys as well.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to 2026.
Yes, should be an exciting year. But as we look back at 2025, pretty crazy year for you, right?
It was indeed. It was indeed. It started out as a dream, and it became a reality really, really fast, and it ballooned into something that I didn't expect and did not really understand the impact that it was going to have on a lot of people, and I think it was all for the good.
Yeah,
I mean, all for the good, and it just turned out great. It just absolutely turned out great, better than I expected.
Yeah,
absolutely better than.
That's
I
what I was going to ask. I mean, your expectations going into just trying out all of it and then kind of looking back at it. I mean, how much crazier was it than you ever anticipated?
Oh, it was, on a scale of 1 to 100, with 100 being the craziest, it was 110.
Right.
It was 110.
You didn't expect that?
I didn't. I did not. I did not expect the attention. I did it because I wanted to play. I did it because I wanted to play in the band. It was something, as you guys know, I started in 1968 with this journey, and it just became it took a life of its own. And once it started, it didn't even dawn on me that after I tried out.
How? It's an insane story.
But it was just me.
I know. But
It's just me.
That's what makes it so wholesome for a lot of people. But
it's just me, little humble me. I just wanted to play. But once the media took it, and I think it really started, either SEC Nation, ESPN, whichever one, you guys in particular, right, started, and then once you guys started it. And you guys were my very first podcast, and you guys have been my only podcast.
Well, we appreciate that.
And will only be my only podcast. And it just took a life of its own, and it just wouldn't stop. It just would not stop. And the first month of school was insane. I had calls, Zooms, I had interviews, I did Fox with Sandra Smith, who was an LSU grad. I think she ran track. I did CBS Sunday Morning, WAFB, PBS.
So we're not your only podcast.
Louisiana Public Broadcasting. Right. As I said, SEC Nation, the 225 magazine. It just wouldn't stop. And I try to tell a good story about what the journey was and what it took for me to get this done. And the bottom line is that I'm still humble about the attention that I've gotten, and it's just me, and it's just something that I've always wanted to do, and it's just an opportunity for me to talk about the journey and to talk about all of the work that we all put in and school, and because that's a whole nother aspect that we didn't get a chance to talk about before, and I think that ultimately it's been a great experience and something good for me. It was good for me at the point in my life that I had just retired, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do after I retired, right? And as you guys know the story, so it came at a good time, and I think that being on campus and being part of the student body is energizing and invigorating for somebody my age, and it's invigorating for all the students as well. And I think that with just me being there gave LSU a lot of good PR, a lot of good attention.
Oh, yeah.
Good attention.
It was the best story of the year because LSU sucked ass.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was a season that we wish was better.
Right.
But I will tell you this: the band, the Golden Girls, and the Color Guard, we brought it every game. Every game. We did not.
Thank God.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did not.
We needed it.
We did not let up. We did not let up. So I was just humbled and really happy to be a part of it. But I will tell you, there's so many things that go into it, and what people don't see, on Saturday, is the work that goes in to get to perfection of what you guys see. Now, can it be better? We can always be better, right? We can always be better. But what the public sees is the culmination of hours and hours and hours of practice from the band, from the color guard, and the Golden Girls, and it's all part of it. It's all part of that game day experience. Walking down the hill, the practices that we have.
It's game day for y'all as well.
Well, it is game day for us, and game day for us starts at on a 7 p.m. kick. It starts at 11:30 in the indoor football facility, and on an SEC game, we don't get home till 1:30.
Yeah,
right.
Brian Kelly could never.
No. It is a freaking full day.
Yeah,
and my phone said that we walked 9 miles on a game day.
Wow.
Right, 9 miles, and I'm carrying a 32-pound tuba.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm carrying a 32-pound tuba. So what the thing is that I'm trying to get across to people is that if you know of anybody that's in the band or has been in the band, thank them.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot. Because it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of skill, and it just takes a lot from a lot of people. Not just the band members, the color guard, or the Golden Girls. Their coaches, our band directors, all the graduate assistants. It is a team effort, and I'm just one of 325. That's it. I'm just one of 325. I have an unusual story. That's the thing.
Right.
I have an unusual story that people gravitated towards, and so it was a feel good story, and I really didn't understand it. I really didn't understand it until the first game. Game, when I was walking up the stands. So we walk into the first home game. We're walking to the stands. We walk into the stands, and I'm walking up because we come in way at the bottom, and we walk up. The tuba section walks up, and we're way at the top. And all the students were applauding, and there's 15,000 of them there by the time we get there. I mean, they all get there early, and I didn't know what they were applauding for. And then they started collaring my name, and I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it was for, and then I figured out they were calling my name. They were calling my name. They were calling my name. And then on that first game, when I showed up on the jumbotron, and the whole stadium erupts, and I'm saying, "Hang on, there's nothing going on the field. What's going on?" The camera was on me. Right. The camera was on me. So it was just like such a surreal moment that I did not expect, and was so taken aback by it. Right. And I'm just trying to be a part. Right. I'm just trying to be a part. And at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that people understand the amount of work that goes in by everyone. Like I said, the Golden Girls, and I'll give you a perfect example. The Golden Girls, most of those young ladies, they have been dancing since they're 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years old, and people don't understand that. And the flags and the color guard, they will practice till 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night every weekday to get their routines done. So the amount of time and effort, and from a band perspective, most of the students that are playing in the band, they've been playing for at least 8 years. They played in high school, and a lot of them are seniors. And we had about 70 seniors this year, so it's about the right turnover. You turn over about 25% every year. Some of these students have been playing 8 or 10 years. So it's all the culmination of all the work that goes in for everyone is what people see on Saturday, and it's good to be a part of something that's considered excellent. It's a sign of excellence, and it's 132 years of excellence that they've had, and I was just happy to be a part of it. And so school, I had to be a member of, so I had to be a full-time student, right? So, so that was surreal, right? So I'm obviously stick out like a sore thumb walking around campus, right? The only people that are walking around campus that are even approaching my age are teachers.
Right.
Teachers, right? And I've had several students come up to me during this past semester, asked me if I was a teacher. And I said, no, dude, I'm a student. And so they kind of look at me and said, oh. And I just kind of walk off. And that was like the first week. But after the first week, so I was on the cover of the Reveille, like the first or second week of school. And that's very unusual. And then later on in the semester, our drum major, she was on the cover of the Reveille. And from what I understand, LSU's band may not have ever been on the cover of Reveille, and we made it twice.
Wow.
In the year. So, as I said, it was part of the good story. But the whole school, the whole academic aspect was extremely interesting for me because I got to get back into the academic phase of a life that I had 45 years ago, right?
Ooh.
And it was fun sitting in class. I even had ESPN came into one of my classes.
Wow.
And they shot me they shot me taking notes. Marty McGee, walking with Marty McGee on the SEC network interview was great. Marty's a great guy. Everybody that I've met at LSU has been
Marty
phenomenal.
McGee's just not walking around LSU.
No, he's not. But
there's a story.
Well, there was a story. There was a story there. They were there for the Florida game. They were there for the Florida game. And so I've got to meet so many just great people at LSU. The students, they've all accepted me like one of them. I tend to probably talk too much in class. When somebody brings something up, when teacher says something, I'm raising my hand.
Of course.
You know, I can't stay.
I remember the 1967 election.
I do. I remember this. I remember that. You know, and so I think the students have accepted me. I'm just one of them.
Yeah.
I'm actually just one of them. But
I don't think it happens at another place other than LSU like this.
Probably not.
Right.
Probably not. And so, you know, the games that we've been to, my away game was Oklahoma. So I got to travel with Oklahoma. The whole band went to Ole Miss. And unfortunately, we weren't allowed to actually play on the field.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but we weren't able to play on the field. So we sat in the stands. We didn't get a lot of interaction with the Ole Miss.
You will next year. If you
with the Ole Miss fans and the Oklahoma fans, they were super nice. I took as many pictures with Oklahoma fans as I did with LSU fans because it looks like I'm being followed at least by the SEC schools and the band, band guys and gals at these schools. And so just met so many different people. But within the first week, it started to escalate. Yeah. And everybody's on Instagram, so they all know what I'm doing. Right. And they all know me, and it's
mind-boggling.
I'm pretty easy to spot. And in 18 and 19-year-olds, and with all my gray hair, and so it got to the point where during when I'm walking on campus, the kids would come up to me and say, "Can I have a selfie? Can I have a selfie? Can I have a selfie?" And I said, "Sure." You know what? To this day, I've never turned down a student for a selfie. Yeah. And I won't. Look, I'm one of you guys. I'm just one of you guys. I'm here because the same reason you're here. Yeah. Mine just took a little longer to get here, right? Yeah. And so I've always done that. And so you can tell when people know you. Yeah. You know, when people kind of know you, they kind of look at you like, hey,
you can't walk around campus with Noah.
No,
same thing.
Exactly. And so, but that was surreal for me and just so unusual for me. I just did not. It didn't hit me. Yeah. It didn't make me act any different. It was all the same. You know, I acted all the same, and as I do now, as I do now. But it got so intense with everything that I had. You know, Lauren, my oldest daughter, is my social media manager. Right. She was the one that was putting everything together. Yeah. And I've had so many things that I've done, and I'm still working on a couple of big things coming up next week and then the week after. That the story just won't go away. Yeah, the story shouldn't. The story just will not go away, and hopefully I'm representing me and the family well, as well as LSU, the band, and the color guard and the Golden Girls well, about giving them more attention than they've ever had before. Yeah. And a couple of funny stories that actually happened during the first month. It was the third week of school. It was at the height, and I was getting probably 50 or 75 kids come up to me every week for a selfie, and I had a music class. Shout out to all my profs because they were all great, every one of them. And I'll get back to that. So so I always sit way back in the class. I don't sit up in the front. I'd always sit way in the back. I had another tuba guy.
Where the cool kids are.
Yeah, where the cool kids are. Or the older kids are. Where the seniors are.
That's right.
Where the seniors are, right? And so I actually was sitting in the back, class is over, and I see a girl walking up. Right? Everybody usually walks out, right? Everybody walks out of the classroom, right? She's walking up. And the guy that's sitting next to me, he says, "Oh, she's coming up. She wants a picture." And so she walks. He and I kind of sat down because I knew she was coming to see me. She walks up to me. She said, "This is gonna sound so crazy, but can I have a selfie with you?" And I said, "Please don't worry about it. It's not crazy." So we take a selfie. But she says, "This is gonna sound even crazier. My parents are in from Boston, and my parents are in from Boston, and my mother came to see you."
Wow.
And I said, "Wait, time out. Your mother came to see me?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what about?"
I'm married.
What about? what about coming to see you? She says, "No. My mother said that she's coming to see you first, and then me second." And I said, "Okay, fine." Okay. And she says, and so I said, "Look, we meet at the amphitheater about 3:30 on a game day. Tell them to come in there. I'll take a picture. I'll chat with them and everything." And and then she says, "No, you don't understand. She wants to meet you now." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Where is she on campus?" She says, "No, you don't understand. She's in the building. She's in the building." And then the door opens. The door opens to the class, and she's standing there, and she's waving at me. I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. I said, "Oh crap!" So I said, "Okay, fine, perfect, right?" And she was such a nice lady, and I met the whole family, and just really nice people, but the whole environment of meeting people that are my age or older that have come up to me during the season, during the time that we're before we line up, right? So we get there about 3:30, we line up about 10 after 4, somewhere around there. I've had so many people come up to me and tell me, "You inspire me to do this, and I'm doing XYZ because of you."
Wow.
I've had hundreds of people come up to me everywhere, not just at LSU, Oklahoma and Ole Miss, the 2 away games that I've been to. They come up to me and tell me, "You've inspired me." And this is really cool. We did Tigerama. I don't know if you guys know what Tigerama is, but it's where the band plays in the morning and the afternoon. And so in the morning we played for high school students. In the afternoon we played for people who bought tickets. And there was a family there who had brought the 95-year-old grandfather who had played in the band. He was in a wheelchair, and he wanted to come to Tigerama mainly to see me.
Yeah.
And so his son and daughter also played, and their kids had also played. There was like maybe 3 generations,
lineage.
3 generations of kids of people that were in the band. And he saw me, he just started bawling. And
Wow.
I felt so I was proud to be able to meet him.
Yeah.
Right? I was happy I got to meet him, and I took a picture. And then I met another guy on campus. I was walking to class, and he saw me, and he was well dressed. And he said, I was getting up to him. He says, "You're the guy in the band, right?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "You mind if I take a picture?" I said, "No, come on." And he says, "I've got to tell you, when I first saw your story," he said, "I was in a band 50 years ago." He says, when I saw your story, I started to cry. And that made me feel good to the point that it brings back memories for a lot of people. Right. And I'm able to do something that probably millions of people would like to do.
Yeah.
All right. God has blessed me to be able to do this, because I'm blessed to be able to do this, guys.
Yeah.
All right. There's actually 2 people that are letting me do this. It's God is letting me do it first, and then Cheryl. Yeah. Cheryl's letting me do this, right? Because without the family support, this would not have happened. This would absolutely not have happened. And so, there have been so many stories, but the whole band thing is, and this was the most funniest. This is Western Kentucky. Mm-hmm. We're lining up. We come down out of the stands to get lined up for halftime, and I'm leaning over these police barricades. So they have police barricades that separate the fans from the football team, right? And so I'm leaning on one of those things, and all of the tubas are lined up, and we're just all kind of chatting, and people come tap on my shoulder, can I have a picture. The other thing that I will not do is if
OnlyFans.
I will definitely won't do that. Definitely won't do that. Believe me, you don't want to see that. You do not want to see that. And so the other thing that I will not do, I will never tell the child no. I've never told the child no, and I will never tell the child no.
Yeah.
When a parent on game day comes up to me with a child,
right,
and they ask me, can I have a picture? I said sure. And I talk to them. I'll kneel down and I'll talk to them about, you're a Tiger fan, you're going to be in the band, so forth and so on. And so I'm leaning on this. So I'm leaning on this barricade, and the Western Kentucky defensive back. Now Western Kentucky gave LSU a game.
Yeah,
Western Kentucky had some horses. They had a good team. I think they were like 8-2. They were like 8-2 when they played us, and we didn't blow them out by any stretch. The defensive backs were being coached up by their defensive back coach. There was like 5 of them sitting down, about from here to the wall, 10 feet away. And I'm doing this, and I can't hear them because of the noise in the stadium, right? And I'm looking like this, right? And I have my hat on, right? I have my hat on, but my gray hair is sticking out of my head, sticking out of hair, right? So one of the defensive backs turns around. He's looking at me, and I could tell his wheel was turning, right? Uh-huh. His wheel was turning. He said, and he put his helmet down, and he turned around, and the other 4 turned around. He says, "Dude, how old are you?" And I said, "I'm 66. He says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm in the Tiger band." He says, "No." I said, "Yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. I have the uniform. I have the tuba." And he says, "No." He didn't believe it.
Right.
And I said, this was the best part. And I said, "But I'm 66 this year. You know how old I'm going to be next year when I'm in the band? 6'7". 6'7". And let me tell you, the defensive backs went crazy. They went crazy, right? Now, unfortunately, we didn't have any of that on video. That was a great comeback, and
right.
And those defensive backs love that. And it was just one of those surreal moments.
Yeah.
I've just had so many of them.
Right.
It's just like, wow, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? And I just got invited to something at LaBerge in February, for best businesses in Baton Rouge to be part of a presentation. I just did something at the LCPA. I played my tuba when the Saints go marching in, right? Because I'm not allowed to play LSU fight songs.
Right.
I'm not allowed to play
copyright.
Because of copyright.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to play that anywhere outside of Tiger Stadium.
You play neck.
Well, that too. And and then when I did the Kelly Clarkson show, I don't know if you guys saw me on the Kelly Clarkson show.
Of course we did.
Right? And so it was Lauren's idea. Walk out playing my tuba. Right? Now, I didn't bring my tuba. They rented a tuba.
Oh wow.
So I played when the Saints go marching in on the Kelly Clarkson show. And by the way, Kelly, she's she's 100%. What you see, what you think you see on
Right,
camera,
right.
is how she is. She is that down to earth. I talk to her more about just life in general off camera than I did on camera, because we only had about 7 minutes. Unfortunately, and we had no control over this, I talked a lot about LSU, about the band, about the students, about the academics, about the union, and they cut about 7 minutes, and they cut all that out.
Wow.
They cut all that out. And I get it. LSU is not the story. I'm the story.
Right.
I wish they would have left it in, because I made it a point. This is all live.
That's what you want to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I want to talk about. But she was so I asked her. I said, Kelly, look, I'm going to invite you down to Baton Rouge. I want to get you down to Baton Rouge. Have you ever been to an LSU game? She says, no. I said, consider this an invite to come to my house. You can sleep at my house if you want, which is never going to happen. But I invited her, right? I said, look, I can cook a gumbo, I can cook a jambalaya, and you can go tailgating. I'm sure LSU would accommodate you, get you down to Baton Rouge, and then come to watch us practice. Watch us march down the hill, and then be a part of the game day experience, because there's nothing like it on the planet. There's absolutely nothing like it on the planet, right? And you just don't see it. You don't feel it until you're there. You've got to be there to experience it. So I said, do you ever get down south? She says, yeah, I get down south. I said, well, where? She said, I get down to North Carolina. I said, oh man. I said, Kelly. I said, girl, that's not south. I'm talking about South Baton Rouge.
Right.
And she said, well, probably not, but she says, I'll keep it in mind. So the invite is out.
There you go.
The invite's out to Kelly, to get her down here to experience a game day.
Of course.
Because she's got a tremendously busy schedule, and so that was a great experience.
Yeah.
Seeing how what you guys do right here on steroids.
Yeah.
Right. Just phenomenal. The amount of effort, the amount of people that they have behind the scenes, and how they took care of you.
Yeah. And
so it's just been a phenomenal experience, and I will say this: it's not easy. It's not easy even for a 20-year-old to do this. I'm in school, full course load, and I'd always wondered, why do college students get a fall break?
You need it.
Fall break. I'm thinking, but they don't do nothing, right? They go to school, they go out drinking, they study a little bit maybe, they go take a test, and then they do it, and then they rinse, repeat. And it got to the fall break time, and I told everybody who wanted to know, I said, now I see why you guys need a fall break.
Right.
The pace and the effort that it takes to do it up to that point, everybody needs that. Everybody needs those 3 days. I needed those 3 days.
It's like a bye week.
Yeah, exactly. It was a school bye week. So I certainly understand. The other thing that I'm waiting to do, I'm waiting to introduce myself to the new president, Bruce. I haven't seen him yet on campus. He's in a lot of different things.
Right.
You see him in a lot of different places, but he is. I want to introduce myself to him. And thank him for taking some of the heat off of me. and Lane. I want to meet Lane too. Say thank you for taking some of the
attention away.
Some of the attention off of me, right? Some of the attention off of me. So it's been just a phenomenal experience, and I can't thank LSU, the band, the directors, the school, the academic side. Love the academic side. It's keeping me sharp, and it's just one of those things that I'm doing things that millions of people have thought about doing, and I'm the only one. Maybe I'm the first one to do it, and maybe they'll have more and more people do things like this.
Yeah.
Because when you get to retire, it doesn't necessarily mean
life's not over.
Life is not over.
Right.
Life is not over. Get out there and do some things that can help, and hopefully I'm doing it. So it's okay. So there's a couple of questions that I get mainly.
Right.
There's a couple of questions that I get mainly. One is, what am I majoring in?
Of course.
Right.
What are you majoring in?
What am I majoring in? That's the number one question that I got.
Yeah.
The whole semester. Now, I'm what you call a non-matriculating transfer student. So I don't have a major. I've already got 2 degrees from Southeastern.
Right.
I've got an accounting degree and an MBA from Southeastern. I don't need another degree, right? But I had to be full-time to play in the band. Of
course.
Right? So I had to have 12 hours. So my academic advisor, who I really don't have.
Older than.
But she kind of said, she says, look, she says, we don't need to coach you. She says, you don't have to take anything. You can take anything you want.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've taken classes that interested me.
Of course.
Right? And that's the way to do it, right? And that's the best of the world. You know, as opposed to being forced to take something.
Right. You have the freedom
I have the freedom to pick what I wanted.
Yeah.
I picked Louisiana history, which I think was just phenomenal. Teacher was phenomenal. And I didn't realize how much history Louisiana has until now.
Right.
And glad to be a part of it, right?
Yep, you probably in the book.
Yeah, probably be a part of it. A music class, American popular music, and that was phenomenal. I took an emergency management class because unfortunately, I thought that would help me because of the fact that we flooded twice in the Bluffs.
Yeah.
Right. That made sense. And then I took a political science class. Again, stuff that interests me.
Uh-huh.
And so, I don't have to be pigeonholed into something.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't have to be unlike students who are going for a degree. You know,
Yeah,
they go to school to
because
get a job.
Right.
Yeah.
You're doing it to interest yourself.
Exactly. I've already been down that road.
Right.
I've already been that road. So I have the best of that world. And I will say that the thing that LSU does, that they do it differently than when I was in school, and you guys haven't been out that long, so you would know this, that when I was in school, it was more about regurgitation of facts.
Right.
Tell me, okay, here's the question. You get 4 multiple choice responses. Pick the right one. I don't have to do that. What LSU does, they ask you your opinion and tell them why.
Right.
Which is phenomenal. It's getting the students to think, because life is a thinking man's game, and it just is. It's not going to become something that's going to be rote from over time. It is going to be something that's going to happen. And in order to be successful, you're going to have to think. And that's what LSU is making these students do. And I applaud them for doing that. And I totally applaud them for doing that.
And what was your
GPA?
What was that GPA looking like?
So I had a 4.23. So I didn't know you could go over a 4. I didn't know you could go over 4.0.
Right. No, well, that makes it sound like it's bad.
I
know something else.
Yeah, I just, I don't talk about my grades. I don't talk.
Me either.
I don't talk about my grades. But I had sophomore and junior level classes.
Yeah.
So it took a lot of time.
Of course.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm reading every night. I'm studying every night.
So funny.
I am studying every night. And she knows how much time it took. So then the second question that I get,
of course,
mainly from everybody now, come ask me the question.
Special guest,
Bo.
Hey, Pierre, you going to try for the band next year?
Well, thank you for that question, Bo. So Bo, my grandson, just asked the question that I'm getting now is, am I going to try for the band again next year?
Are you running it back?
And am I coming back?
NIL deal.
And well, those are already in the works. And no, the good thing is about the NIL deal is that I've committed to the band and to the School of Music that the majority of money that I earn from any NIL deals is being donated back to the band, and I've already donated the majority of money that I've gotten from anything back to the band.
That's awesome.
And that's the commitment. I didn't do it for the money.
That's awesome.
I did not do this anything for the money.
That's
so
awesome.
and I'm going to continue to do that.
Of course.
It's not about me, it's about the band.
Yeah.
And it's about the 325. So I'm getting a lot of the question.
And you've got the hats.
And I've got the hats. So the decision day is today.
Of course.
So and I've been thinking about this.
Portal opens later on.
So I've been thinking about this. I'm retired, guys.
Right.
I'm retired. I love to hunt.
Yep.
You look like you're hunting right now.
Well, I know. I look like I'm hunting.
I love to do it.
So do I want to hunt? Do I want to stop do I want to stop and hunt? Because, I did something that nobody else has ever done.
Right.
I could say enough's enough now, right off to the sunset and enjoy my retirement and go hunting. Or
you can catch some deer.
I can catch some deer. I can go fishing. This is my fishing hat, right? And I love to fish. Down in Venice, I'm going to Toledo Bend twice.
There you go.
In the next couple of months to go saga fishing. We just got back. We love to fish. And so, the other thing is that I could stay at home, and this is these are some of my yard gloves, right? Now that's not very interesting.
No, don't think that's on the table.
Well, but this is the thing. So Cheryl, my wife, she
wants that.
She wouldn't mind it, right?
Right.
She wouldn't mind it because she was the semester widow, right? She was a semester widow, and she did all the work.
Yeah.
She did all the work in the yard, and even though our yard is not that big, it is something that she had to take over.
Right.
Because I'm at school from 8 to 6 every day.
And reading the Napoleonic Code.
And I'm reading. There's no telling what I'm reading, right? And then the other thing is that, well, I could go back. I could re-enroll.
And practice with your tuba.
Practice with my
tuba. There you go.
And
that hat on you.
And try on this hat and try out again for the Tiger Band, right? And so it's not an easy it's not an easy decision.
It's a tough choice.
It's not an easy decision because of the fact that I've already done it, right?
Yeah.
I've done it at the highest level with one of the best bands in the nation.
You checked the box.
I did it.
Did you check the box? Are you positive?
Well, that's the question. Did I check the box enough? Right? Did I check the box enough? It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. And the family has got to be 100% supportive, like Bo and Sarah.
Yeah, like me.
Everybody's got to be behind whatever I do, right? And they're happy.
That's true.
And they're happy with whatever I do, right? And so after a lot of thought,
and the next 3 to 4 years.
Well, no, man. And so after a lot of thought, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna try it again for the Tiger Band again for one more year.
Lane Kiffin's first commit.
And so I am the first commitment. And I said at this point, so let's actually finish this because I have unfinished business. I have unfinished business with the band. I want to get on the pregame. I want to get on pregame. I want to do things that I did not get a chance to do.
Yeah.
Experience everything, and continue to work hard. And
don't let Texas A&M take over again.
Well,
Tuba Kent.
Well, that wasn't my fault. There were no students left. The students just disappeared.
Those are your patrons.
The students disappeared. The students just actually disappeared. I have no idea where that went. So I've enrolled in the spring. I've got a full credit class left. 12 hours for the spring. I plan on enrolling full time in the fall.
There we go.
And I'm gonna try out again for the Tiger Band in 2026.
Get the Lane Kiffin era started right.
And thank you. And then the other thing is that, hey, you know what? I was kind of on the fence about it because of everything that I've accomplished.
Right.
But when the whole Kiffin thing started, and then it finished, dude, I have got to see this through, man. You know what? I can't bail on Lane.
100%.
I mean, and there's no way I can bail on this. I've got to see what he's going to do.
There's no bigger indictment on Brian Kelly than a man that's 66 years old, comes back to LSU to be in the band. Is like, if you're back, I'm not coming back.
No, wait, I didn't say that. No, wait. Lloyd, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But look, it was such a great ride, and the band and the students and the school, the academic side, the band side, and knowing all the
right.
All the band kids, the Golden Girls, and the color guard. There's not one person out of the 325 and all the teachers that I've had and all the band directors that I would not be friends with, and you really can't say that in an era where you meet so many people.
Right.
That's just the type of students that they have.
Yeah.
And that's the type of people that are in the band, and all 325. So
did you go to the 5? Like, did you eat lunch on campus?
I did every day. I ate in the Union. I ate in the Union.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my seat. They all knew where I sat.
Yeah.
And I would eat, and then I would study, and then I'd pack up, and I'd go to class. And I go to class, and I was like anybody else. I was like anybody. Like I said, I was like anybody else.
Headphones.
One other thing that happened, and this is it's very interesting, that on our first away trip, the Ole Miss trip, the band had put me in a separate room. Right. So normally people stay 4 to a room. Right, when you're on a band.
Oh, okay.
4 to a room. Because it's expensive. They need over 100 rooms, or practically 100 rooms.
They put you in hospice?
Because, well, hopefully not yet. Hopefully not yet. Hopefully not after 2026. Right? So I got in touch with the band and said, look, I appreciate the thought, and I get it. But if at all possible, I would like to be with my bandmates.
Of course.
I want to experience it just like they do. Don't
treat me differently.
Don't treat me differently.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they put me in with the band, and I had a great time with these.
Yeah.
I had a great
That's
time
awesome.
with
That's crazy.
You know, I did not want to be treated any different.
Yeah.
Put me in with the 20-year-olds, and I had a great time. You know, they're all
Tiger Tuba Kent, you got to go get us some booze.
nobody asked me that. Even though maybe there were a couple of hints, but I couldn't say that. I can't say that. So anyway, guys, hey, look, thank you.
No, thank you.
I appreciate this, and hopefully.
I'm so glad you're running it back.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I wish 2026 football season was now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Fast forward.
I think all Tiger fans wish that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, you have to go to school.
Yeah, but you have to go to school, unfortunately.
Yeah, you should go to school.
That's right. You're right. So I just wish the football season was in the spring, because I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens. And the football team is primed to do a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I really believe it's going to change a lot. This thing's going to change. This thing's going to change everything. It's going to change the culture. It's going to change the mindset of these student athletes. It is definitely going to change them.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, and so I'm thinking, why not have one of the best seats in the house?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right? Why not?
The 50?
If I can, if my health stays good, and you know, and if I can do it, why not have one of the best seats in the house? Right.
That's awesome.
Guys, thank y'all for everything.
Thank you.
100%.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
And are you good? Well, you got any other questions, or do y'all have any questions of me?
No, I mean I think you know. I mean we have been. It's been awesome to watch this process and this journey that you've been on, and obviously, you know, you came in the first time right when we got back from Omaha back in June, and then you came in right when football season got kicked off, and then now to kind of see this through, and I'm super excited for you to run it back. Do this again in 2026.
Well,
so definitely.
And Bo, how old am I gonna be next year?
6,
7. And so when I make
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
There we go.
So when I make 67, I don't know what the plan is, but both of my daughters have plans for me. And
it's not going away.
Oh no! Oh, it's 67.
A big
I don't know if it will or
bash.
not, but I'm going to be 67 in the middle of the spring semester.
Oh, let's go.
So I have no idea what's going to happen.
Something.
Big time party.
School.
I'm going to wear 6'7" or something, and that's just going to be that's going to be insane.
Fred's.
That is. I've been invited to Fred's so many times. I haven't gone. She wants to go. She wants to go.
She wants to go. She wants to go.
She wants to go to Fred's. She wants to go to Fred's, but and I'm sorry. I just haven't been to Fred's, but one of these days I will go.
Well, LSU has to be good.
Yeah, well, that would help.
Yes.
That would
because that's the craziest thing to me is like it's a phenomenal story for you, but now it feels like you legitimately do have like I would rather the year be football be good.
Yeah.
And so if I get the chance to come back and do it, I'd like for it to be a fun national championship type run instead of the fucking Texas Bowl or whatever.
Oh, God. But look.
Sorry, Bo.
I mean the Texas Bowl. The bowl game was a bit different. If you guys have ever been to a bowl game, the environment,
Yeah, national championship.
The environment and the vibe at this bowl game was it was relaxed. That was the word I would use.
Yeah.
It was it's just there's not a lot of pressure, not a lot of stress from the team perspective, from the 325 perspective. We did our thing. We played great. We were treated exceptionally, and it was just a good time. And I think Tiger fans had a great time. The Houston fans had a great time.
There was no pressure on anybody.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was just no pressure. So it was it was about as good of an ending as you were going to get for the season that you had, right? And there were thousands of Tiger fans there, as you would expect, thousands of Tiger fans. So because it was driving distance, people could show up, right, for a team that was 7-5 at the time, right. So that was a suitable ending for the season that we had.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's much better.
I think it will be. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I'm hoping.
Lane has thrown a football into a tuba before.
He has.
Whenever he visited from, I think it was at Tennessee or Ole Miss, but Wilson Alexander, his wife had told the story that's happened before, so watch out.
Got you. I'm going to do that. But like I said, I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm sure he probably feels the same way.
Maybe so.
Well, we appreciate you for allowing us to be a part of this journey, as from the start to the middle to now, and as it continues on.
And no, hopefully it's not over.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not over.
But
I have to try out.
Yep.
I have to try out like everybody else. I got to try out again and all.
But now you got tenure.
Well, no. That helps, right? Because I know things we have to do, so that certainly helps. The thing I had to do is I had to learn 8 years. I basically learned 8 years of
sheet
marching
music
and music in the span of 3 months.
Yeah.
In a semester.
Right.
Because I hadn't done it. And
right.
These students have been doing it for 8 years before that. Some of them
Or
6, 7. 6 or
learn that too.
Or 6 or 7 years, right? 6 or 7 years. And so it was a crash course. It was a crash course for me. But it was all.
He's next.
Oh, I know. Well, maybe he'll be an offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's
you'll be that too, Pete.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. That's for you, man. That'll be for you. You're gonna be the offensive
left
lineman.
tackle.
You're gonna be
You might too.
Well, no, I'm a little bit ways past. No, that's the last thing you want to.
Phil Rivers already took that job from you.
Yeah, I know.
It can't be worse than this past year.
I know. Well, we'll see.
That's your core.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming through, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Go up.
Appreciate everybody hanging out with us this morning. So the 24-hour stream will start on an alternate stream. So we'll close this out so we can have the show separate. It helps us, podcast and all those things. Then the 24-hour stream will be another stream. It's already set up. So when we close out of this, you can just click Tingle & Co. and it'll be right there, the next stream that we'll be on for the remainder of today or until me and Lloyd,
pass out and die.
pass. So,
and if we do, Bo's taking over the show.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll get that chunk back in here.
We appreciate you guys. We're going to close this out, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back on an alternate stream right after this.
What a heartthrob.